If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not. That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They
don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, host of the show, man. Still in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motive. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like another city, the driver's like fly. Gucci get large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, what they gonna do next?
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Leroy. All right, cool. Brittney.
I guess he's not interested today.
No, let me tell you, I've seen this look multiple times before. This is Leroy. Did he go to studio yesterday? Do you know if he was in studio?
Well, I wasn't there. No, I wasn't here.
Heard. I think I did see them in studio, and Leroy usually mutes his website when he comes in studio because that's what you're supposed to do. And then the next day he forgets to unmute it. But this has happened
okay.
about 433 times, if I'm not mistaken. So instead we get Leroy, who's like looking at
He's so focused right now.
Potentially another tab even. And he has no idea. He has no idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and start the show off correctly and give my boy Leroy a call, to which he'll then understand the error of his ways. But this is good. This is a patented Friday right here on the Tobin and Leroy show. The only thing we're missing is the show pony himself. So let's give the man a call. Yep, as we watch for this to go down. You know, it'd be great if he didn't even if he didn't have his cell phone available.
Got it.
Okay, our boy Leroy unmuted the tab.
Hey.
What is the count? Dade South, what is the count at this point? It's not looking good for our boy Leroy. But let's try this again. Leroy.
What's up?
Football's
What's up?
back.
I know. How about that beat down? Boise State came down to Florida and got caught me off guard because that game started. When the game started, I was watching it. It looked like Boise State was going to beat the brakes off of them.
Yeah, South Florida put it on them 34-7 yesterday.
And it wasn't even that close.
They were ranked 25th before yesterday. That's probably going to change. So
maybe South Florida should be ranked 25th.
Well, we'll see. Based off of that, I can understand.
I'm a firm believer that if you beat the guy ahead of you, and here's how I feel about rankings. If one plays two, we have already determined that one is better than two. So if two loses to one, why do they drop to 5?
Yeah, that's always been a little shit. I guess it's a manner in which they lose.
If 2 beats 1, why don't they just flip spots? Why does 1 drop to 5?
Well, it depends. If it's Alabama, they'll do whatever they can to keep them as high as possible. If it's someone else, they'll drop to 15.
Man, I just got back. I had to go get more tests.
Did you?
Yeah, I got
Did you have an appointment this time? Echocardiogram. What?
Yeah.
That sounds like a social media platform I haven't signed up for.
For my heart and all my
Are you okay?
They check all the, yeah, I'm fine, dude.
All right. Just have to make sure, man.
When you get old, you got to get these things checked. And you know, every time you have like a little something that's abnormal, then it means you got 27 more tests.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Well, I'm glad you're doing the smart thing. You're not ignoring it. You're not too manly for the doctor.
As long as they ain't got to do a colonoscopy, I'm good.
Still no? Still have you still dodged that?
I had one.
Yeah,
But
I
they
figured
told
you
me
have to have one at this
I
point.
had one when I was. Wait, I think I had one when I was 50,
Yeah.
and then I don't have to have another one until I'm 60 because I got them good guts.
Well, listen, if for some reason if for some reason you need another one, I know a guy who changes tires. He does
Change tires.
Yeah. In Hialeah, same spot. If you
Right.
need a BBL, whatever you need done, he's got you. Bro.
I
He's
got you. No, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, luckily you're good. Brittney, how are you? How are you on this lovely
I'm
Friday?
fantastic this morning.
You didn't
I
write
have-
any horny little stories in the past.
No. I have F1 on in the studio. I'm just
Whoa.
ecstatic. F1 is finally back after 3 weeks.
Where are they? They must be in Europe somewhere.
They're in
Has
the
to-
Netherlands.
Netherlands. So do they have a similar schedule to soccer where it's like they just
No.
No, don't you dare compare.
But they have like
football's
but they have like 20, 25 spots a year.
Yes, it's 26 races.
26.
Oh,
But
circuit.
they race all over the country. So
Yeah, all over the
sometimes
world.
you might
All
have
over
a
the
couple
world.
all over the world. Sorry. So they may have a couple of weeks off because they got to ship all their stuff around the world.
Well, yeah, but it's mostly they have a summer break. It's called a summer break. So they take a month off around this time every year, but they're back already.
You
So
know why
they're
they take a month off, right?
why?
I have no idea.
Football.
Ooh, start of
But they start right when
Nah.
football starts, so that doesn't.
Yeah.
so they're an 11-month kind of thing.
Yes,
here?
so pretty much like honestly, their season ends at the like mid-December and it starts back by March. So they really only have they're only off a total of like 3 months throughout the year.
So I
Now,
fight
what's
all
crazy?
year.
So let me ask, how do they practice? Because I know a lot of like the NASCAR, they have a track where they practice at their home track, but
yeah,
F1 is all
team-
road courses. How do you?
Each team has like a headquarters and
Yeah.
somewhere around the world, and they have tracks there that they will go and practice on. But when they're on their summer break, it's called the summer break. They're not allowed. The regulations do not allow them to be in contact with the team or drive any of the cars.
Oh,
during that
so it's
time.
a break.
Yeah, it's a break. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well, look, break is over, and you're front row for
I'm
the return
so
of F1.
excited. I don't know who.
So
knew I
what
was
time is the
doing this
race? So
today.
you got to watch this race at like what 8 o'clock Sunday morning?
It's at 9 Sunday.
9.
Mhm. It's 9 a.m.
I know it was really cool. One of my favorite. It didn't work out the first year. I think it was a little better the second year because of the track, but it was really cool seeing F1 in Vegas. Just like it was really cool seeing it in Miami because let's be honest, if you're familiar with the area, you're pretty amazed at how could a car go 190 miles an hour somewhere in Miami Gardens.
It's true. Like it was very impressionable. My first time ever going to a Grand Prix was this past year, and it was very impressionable. Like when those cars go past you, it is like you get your breath is taken away. I would love to go to Vegas. That's one of my dream races to go to for sure. But
You know
that's
what
like
else,
one of the more
Marcos?
expensive races
Yeah.
in the whole
You know what
circuit.
you don't realize?
What?
This is with NASCAR, F1, how loud those cars are.
Gosh, it's crazy.
They're
Yeah.
so loud.
You see the guys with the headphones or whatever, but
I mean,
No,
that's a little dramatic. I didn't go that far.
But how could they?
It's
My
very
thing is, how could they? Like they're talking back and forth with all that noise, and I'm like, if the kids are talking in the back seat, I can't hear somebody
Yeah.
on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that about servers in the club. Sometimes when it's like things are pumping, and I'm like, "Are you sure you got my order?" Because if I don't get a double, then I'm gonna be very upset. But I guess you just get used to it after a while, you know. They
You know,
Oh,
you know what? It's
jukebox.
that's ridiculous.
Yes.
That's
Wait.
ridiculous.
Hey, you ready?
Am I
You
driving
see
the
that,
car?
Mark?
Do I have to? Okay, I've never ran a route in the NFL or caught a touchdown, and I can still talk about the NFL. So, like, let's all calm down, all
Brittany,
right?
you can't put air in your tires.
No, I cannot. I don't. I
That's
don't want to rehash this.
What do we even? That's like I can you change the tire. Cool, totally get it. Fine, not a problem for you. Air in the tire though,
And then I would give you a pass. I would give men a pass on changing the tire because the tools that are in your trunk right now to change your tire are a little suspect. You used to have the major thing where you crank that thing up, it didn't lift up anything. Now you got to put the one bar in a hole underneath your car somewhere on the beam and crank it, and you always wondering whether this gonna hold this up.
Oh, I've had it fall off multiple times, but I'm sorry, I still don't excuse you. If you are a 25 plus male and you don't know how to change a tire, unacceptable. Can't do it. I can't be friends with you. I can't be friends with you.
If you're hanging out with that guy, you're less of a man.
It just can't. Like, imagine me and my wife are like stopped and like, oh, we got a flat tire here, and I have to call someone else. Call AAA. Are you, sir? This is look. I can't. I'll admit it. I'm not the most handy guy in the world. I don't know how to like, excuse me, do things that my grandfather and other men did, but a tire? Come on.
No, let's see. I've changed my own battery. Yeah, I've changed the filter cartridge on my pool, and today I'm gonna change my pool pump.
Look at that. See,
so no more green pool?
But wait, you know what's crazy?
No more lily
People
pad,
think of me and think there's no way he could do that. No, I do it.
Yeah, I mean, just be able to do what needs to get done. Other than
that,
why? I totally get it.
I can save a couple $100 and eat more food.
Fair. No, honestly, and there's certain things, for example, like I know how to change my oil, but I'd rather pay someone $25 to change my oil, just because now I got to lift the car, I got to drain it, get rid of the oil.
I'm gonna tell you what happened if I try to change my oil. I get up under there, lift it up, drain it, and it'll be too hot, and I burn myself because I don't want to wait for the oil to cool off.
I see, that's another thing too.
Because when you go to the place to get all the stuff you need, and you get back home, you gotta wait a couple hours.
Yeah, for sure.
I ain't got time for all that. I can just go to the oil place. While you sitting in the car, some oil places will just jack you up, change it, and you're on your way.
Yeah. So same logic could be applied to change your own tire. See, but this is the thing. I'm never going to be in a position where it's like I'm pulled over on the side of the road because I have to change my oil. I may be in an emergency situation where my tire is messed up, and now what am I going to do with it? I got to call another guy? Like, that's crazy.
You know what else? Yeah. Another reason why I hate changing my own tire.
Why?
When I got a nice truck, got some nice thick wheels on it, and you got to put the little bitty baby donut on it.
Yeah, that's crazy. That is.
I got a full tire though.
Oh, that's good. See, and
I got a full spare.
The veteran adults, once you change your tires, you take one of those bad boys, and that's your new spare. But
you can't do it. You can't do it that way.
Why not?
Because you have to buy a whole new rim.
Yeah,
so you got to get the full tire. You got to get the full spare when you get your car. And the other thing is that if once you do that, right? I tell you what I can't do.
What?
Put the other tire back where I got the other one from.
Oh, you talking about underneath the?
Yeah, so that bad boy is just sitting in my trunk until and then I go change it, and then I have them, put my spare back and whatever.
Well, Brittney, I apologize. I didn't mean to judge you for that. Although I do have an entire segment dedicated to you later on.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm not sure if you're
Brittney
familiar with our work.
That you have, what you have done is you made a very big impression on us. You either the best liar in the world, or you tell some kind of wishy-washy stories that we need to kick the tires on just a little bit more.
Yeah, well, don't worry. We're just going to kick them. We won't be putting air in them. We today have a jam-packed show. Of course, the Miami Hurricanes prepare for their matchup against Notre Dame on Sunday.
Can't wait. I'm excited about this. I have decided that I will watch the game.
Oh, thank you.
In my house.
Well, hold on. We got to tickle your fancy later, so we don't know. We don't know if he's gonna watch the game or not.
All right. There's also, there's a lot of big games this weekend. You got Texas, Ohio State.
Yeah.
And we ain't even get to our biggest news.
Oof. Big trade yesterday in the NFL.
Micah Parsons, which will be
Yeah.
which will be the single-handed. But look, the only trade I can think of is worse besides the Luka trade, right, is the Herschel Walker for an entire draft.
Man, you think this is going to be that significant?
Yeah, because guess what?
Yeah.
With that trade, the Herschel Walker trade to the Vikings, the Cowboys went on a historical run.
That is true. That is true. I didn't think that you thought so highly of Micah, and the return wasn't crazy. I think I saw Barry Jackson tweet out that.
I will say this though. Jerry's a liar because he found a reason to try to get people to accept the trade when we knew it was all about his ego.
Oh, yeah.
And he has done this with players in the past, so his track record is bad. See what I'm saying?
Also, I think he's senile. I'm not sure, but he's a very old man, and I wouldn't necessarily. We didn't trust his decision making to begin with, but we're actually going to hear some of the things that he mentioned afterwards, and it's a typical Lucas fat. We do something crazy and then we try to justify it with something that's like
exactly
stupid. But Dade South points out he called him Michael Parsons.
Yes, Michael.
Which is, I know, Leroy, early on into my experience in this show, one of the things that you mentioned is like you're really big on people knowing your name. That's like one of the first signs of respect.
The first sign of respect. If you don't know it, you show respect by asking.
Yeah.
But if you don't pronounce somebody's name right and you don't even care to ask, they don't care that much about you. I'm a firm believer of that.
Now, like I mentioned, we have a jam-packed show, so we'll get into that. Did you guys discuss the Dolphins' new deep blue jerseys yesterday by any chance?
We did. We thought they were black.
I thought they were black as well, but I think Bradley Chubb is one.
Black, I'm not gonna lie.
They've coined it pitch blue.
No, not pitch blue. Dark water blue.
They're hideous.
Fair, but
you don't like them?
No.
Wow.
I think actually all of the ones. I think every single one in the NFL is horrible.
Yeah, I actually have all the other ones from the other teams, so
all right, well,
we'll rank them.
Should we probably take a little?
Yeah. We're definitely gonna take a break.
I'm trying to do the whole in the first segment.
Thank you, Brittney. You can read.
He's firing early, Brittney. He's firing early.
Timbo Slice said Leroy trying to do the whole show in the first segment.
We will.
I got a lot of mo, old man. I got a lot of mo.
We will be tickling Leroy's fancy. We got some trivia. We got some Why You Always Lying, Marcos edition, Dead to Me. It's going to be a fun Friday here on the show. These headlines were brought to you by our friends over at Doral Hyundai, the #1 Hyundai store in the nation. Just went full beast mode. Doral Hyundai, where the deals are monstrous and the prices don't survive. No one sells for less. No one. When we come back, we'll discuss more of the Micah Parsons trade and get the reaction from around the league, as well as what Jerry Jones himself had to say about Mr. Michael Parsons. That and much more on the Tobin Leroy Show. Yeah. Saw Leroy on his cell phone.
This is good Drake.
Every Drake is good Drake,
No, that
Leroy.
note I can do without that Nokia song.
What?
It's just he keep repeating the same stuff over and over again.
You know what that means? That's usually a sign he stole the song. Sometimes like somebody will have a song that's like 80% done and Drake will be like, this is a good song, and then he'll take it and then re-release it but not really change any lyrics.
I mean, he just said the same thing over and over again.
Who's
I'm
calling
like,
my phone?
yeah.
Is it? And you know what?
Right.
The best parts don't even have his voice, but
Right, but you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you can understand why I ain't too
totally. No, of course. I can understand why a lot of people aren't, but
that's
I
your
don't
guy.
know.
That's your guy.
I
So,
gotta,
you
gotta
know,
ride with my guys. I
Yeah.
see my guy get knocked out, then I blame the ref. You know how to do.
Yeah.
Before we went to break, we were discussing a big trade. Leroy's calling it the biggest trade since Herschel Walker. And that is Micah Parsons. That is right. Micah Parsons is now a Green Bay Packer. Let me
Here's
give
why
you
it's
some
so
stats.
stupid. Let
What?
me tell you why it's a bad move.
Okay.
If you had done this 4 months earlier before the draft,
Yeah.
you would have got four first rounders.
That's a
So
good point.
let's think
That's a
about
good
this.
point. That's a good point.
Basically,
Yeah.
they got, and if I'm not mistaken, less than what the Dolphins traded for Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I believe so.
So
Just
think about that.
2 first rounders. Crazy.
So are they on the same? Because defense wins championships.
Yes.
If you can get after the quarterback and stop the run, but mostly get after the quarterback. That's who's making all the money. Then you're considered a contender. And that's why I view this team a little different than a lot of people. Because if the one thing that I think this team will be able to do with all the pass rushers they have and what they have inside is get after the quarterback. Now, we don't know yet whether they can stop the run on a consistent basis. I'm talking about the Dolphins. But they have a plethora of pass rushers that can get after the quarterback that have been successful at getting after the quarterback. And so that's a good start as far as defense and kind of helping your secondary. Jerry Jones tried to cover his tracks by making good points as a football organization. And that is, as great as Micah Parsons is, they were almost last in the league at stopping the run. So if you have a pass rusher like that, they're just going to run the football. So that all makes sense. And you could justify it. At any point in time, you could justify making the trade. However, the fact that you made the trade now doesn't give that appearance. It gives the appearance that your ego, it gives the appearance that your frustrations with the situation made you make a move very hastily. And to say we've been talking about it for months, the trade should have took place on draft day. Because then you could have maybe got a replacement or some other pieces on that day to have cheap talent on your team for the next couple of years. So for a guy who is business savvy, for a guy who has stuck to his guns almost at the peril of his franchise, this is a move that doesn't fit any of that.
Now, a couple specifics about this contract. Micah Parsons
got a check for 120. That's it. That's all that matters.
For sure. That's a guaranteed money?
No, that's the check he got signing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As of right now, he makes more than Mahomes on a yearly basis. Mahomes is at 45 a year. He is at 47. His whole deal is a 4-year, $188 million contract with $136 million guaranteed. That'll make him the highest paid non-quarterback in league history.
Which he was going to be anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Everybody was talking about that before the draft, that Micah Parsons is going to be the highest paid non-quarterback in the history of the NFL. This is nothing new. Like, we're not shocked here. Nobody in football is shocked by the number that Micah Parsons got. We've been talking about this all year, that he was going to be the highest non-quarterback. So the fact that he got this money, you ever notice, nobody's talking about the money he got. Everybody's talking about the trade. We all knew he was going to get that money.
Now, couple of notes from Jerry Jones' press conference where he addressed the Micah Parsons trade. Here's some quotes. We all know we could have signed Micah, but we decided to go with the trade. So this was definitely a choice. This wasn't something that just like, out of their hands kind of vibe. Like Leroy mentioned, he emphasized the fact that we need to stop the run. And alluded to the fact that Micah Parsons, although a very good edge rusher, was not necessarily great when it came to stopping the run.
Well, no, it's not even that though. You have to understand. Pass rushers come from the outside.
Yeah.
They try to run stunts to get him inside to kind of change up that run. But the way you beat a dominant pass rusher outside is just run inside. And you take him out of the play with your game plan. So to say Micah Parsons can't stop the run is not accurate. To say the Dallas Cowboys couldn't stop the run because they didn't have a force inside, that's more accurate. But Jerry Jones and some people are trying to put that on Micah Parsons. That's not accurate, right? The Dolphins are better set up for that. They were set up better for it last year with Calais Campbell and Zach Sealer. Now you put those pass rushes outside and you force up the middle, everything gets pushed to your rush guys. If you don't have those inside guys, then they just run right by the pass rushers. So yes, he makes a valid point there. That's factual. You can look at the numbers of what they did last year. It was terrible. It was terrible, and every team that they played just ran it down their throat. That is, but here's the football problem of it. What was the problem for the Dolphins last year? Offensive line.
Yeah, staying healthy, offensive line.
And what did they do this
lack
offseason?
Of creativity and play
what did they
calling,
do this offseason?
No discipline. What did they enhance their offensive line?
Mm-hmm.
They went back to I hope at least a run first.
Right. Well, we're not even talking about the schematics.
Oh, okay.
Just what was deemed to be a problem.
Offensive line. Yep.
And they made a bunch of moves.
Absolutely.
Brought up their young talent to try to solidify that. It's no guarantee it's going to work, but they made a conscious effort to improve that portion of their team. Correct?
Indeed, they did.
Dallas knew in January after the season ended what their issues were. What did they do about it?
I don't think they've done anything.
So to then take that and then center all of that around the Micah Parsons trade, you didn't do your job in January before the draft. Don't put that on him.
Yep. Now, what do you think of these two picks you got in return? Like, do you think this is
you got to run stuffer? He's
yeah, that's right. Henny Clark, I believe is his name.
He's a quality guy.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I'll give you a perfect example of how things are done. Dallas was terrible at stopping the run. They traded for a 31-year-old run stopper who's good. Who's good. Yeah. I'm not going to say that that's not going to change how they do things inside. The Green Bay Packers were the worst at I guess they call it pass win rate with their outside guys getting after the quarterback. The worst, almost the worst in the league. And so they saw an opportunity to get an elite pass rusher and change all that because Micah Parsons was the best at that stat. Now, you see this trade and you think one team who was already kind of in the mix for a championship just fixed a glaring issue they had. And another team who hasn't had success in the playoffs either, no success, got rid of one of their dominant players to supposedly beef up the run stop. So, from the standpoint of how I'm looking, Green Bay got better at what they were bad at. And Dallas may have gotten better at what they were bad at, but got worse at the thing they were great at.
Got worse overall, yeah.
Right. So now they might be able to stop the run, but now they're going to get picked apart. And look at the conference you play in. Look at the division you play in. So you're going to have to deal with the Eagles. You're going to have to deal with Washington. Who knows where New York is going to be once Jackson Dart starts playing with those wide receivers. Now, just in your division, what's better? Besides Philly, stopping the run is not number one on the list. You better get after the quarterback. And you got worse. So how did your team get better?
Well, honestly, I think the entire NFL world, the entire sports world was shocked by this. This is some reactions from around the sports world. Patrick Queen just simply wrote, sheesh. Jonathan Abrams says this is insane. JJ Watt says keep refreshing to see if it's real. What a move by Green Bay. Draymond Green chimed in, says, wow, Jerry didn't want to pay him. He said, wow, Jerry didn't want to pay the money. Good bag, Micah. Jalen Ramsey says, love it. Tyrann Mathieu says, wow, I want to rant, but it's no point.
Right.
And Tua weighed in and says, doesn't matter, Dolphins in 4. Not sure what he means by that.
But, yeah, so like this is one of those situations where deep down, you know you screwed the pooch. You screwed up. But you can find something to kind of justify it and hope everybody else fall for it. And I'm going to just say this, Jerry. In the words of Marcos, you ain't falling for it. We ain't falling for it. Your emotions got in the way of your business savvy, and you made an erratic move because you didn't want to deal with it. Because you knew you were going to have to pay him $188 million, and your pride, based on all the things that you've said to this point, would make you look foolish. And that's what he had a problem with.
My heart goes out to the city of Dallas. In one calendar year, Luka and Micah gone.
Yep.
But have no fear, because the Dolphins, the Miami Hurricanes, look to not be making any dramatic moves in the upcoming future. We know what to expect down here. So let's go ahead and continue our coverage of all things South Florida on South Florida's leader for sports, FM 104.3 WQAM. What we just did right there was known as our football reports, and those Miami football reports on WQAM are sponsored by Miami-Dade County Public Schools Technical Colleges. MDCPS Technical Colleges offer over 60 affordable accredited programs, day or evening, hands-on training aligned with local employers. Call 305-558-8000 or visit careerinayear.com and launch your future today. We'll take a break, and when we come back, it is our favorite segment of the first hour. And by ours, I mean only mine. Day to day. We'll find out what celebrity birthdays are today, as well as what national days we're supposed to be celebrating. Stay tuned to the Tobin and Leroy Show. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. It is your boy Frog Boy in the chair today with, of course, Leroy, Brittney holding things down, and of course, as usual, behind the scenes, J Fig, making sure everything runs smooth. It is a beautiful Friday, August 29th. If you are not listening to the Tobin and Leroy show right now, what you should be doing, if you really love me, is attempting to get on The Price is Right, which is currently testing or taking contestants on Toyota of Hollywood on 441, I believe just past Sheridan or just before Sheridan. I can't remember. But right now, that would be what I would be doing if I wasn't here giving you this Marconi worthy performance. We're going to go over day to day to determine celebrity birthdays and national days we should be celebrating. Not too many birthdays on our list for today that were notable. I really maybe will know about 2 or 3. A happy birthday. A lot of these people too have passed away, unfortunately. Maybe Brittney
I
will know this
already know
birthday.
what's coming, and I don't want to talk about it.
Liam Payne.
Oh, One Direction.
Yeah,
Don't.
man. Happy birthday to Mr. Liam. Another post-mortem birthday here, John McCain. Politician,
Yep.
war hero, I believe.
Yep. He was a POW. Remember Trump said, I
Yeah.
would prefer my guys not getting caught.
Yeah, imagine. Buddy, imagine. This is one that maybe Leroy may recognize here. What about Isabel Sanford, actress finally remembered for her role as Wheezy, Louise Jefferson on the sitcom The Jeffersons.
You know Lenny Kravitz's mom was in that show, right?
I did not know that.
You know the black lady with the white husband upstairs?
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say it wasn't Florida Evans, right?
No.
Let's see. Oh, I probably should put cast, right? That'd probably be better.
Yeah.
Or I could just put Lenny Kravitz's mom. How about that? Jeffersons. I'm sorry. I understand this is amazing radio right now, but
I mean, I could do it quicker than you're doing it.
no way. Roxy Roker. That can't be her.
Yeah.
Roxy Roker.
Roxy
she
Roker
played
is-
Helen Willis on the show.
Roxy Roker is Lenny
Roxy
Kravitz's
Roker.
mom.
Well, that's a cool name. Another birthday,
Which is funny because her life in the show was identical to her life in real life. She was married to a white guy.
Just get paid to play yourself.
Yep.
Perfect. This is a name we don't know, but I feel like we should because I never heard this before. You guys know who Jackie Mitchell is?
No. Who is?
She's one of America's first female pitchers who struck out Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig.
Wow.
Yeah, passed away in 1987, so I can understand why we don't know her. But I was like, I've never heard this woman's name ever, and she struck out these 2 people. That's pretty impressive. This is what I mean though, in which I'm having to like stretch to find these birthdays. But there is one, of course, that seems to be above all. A happy post-mortem birthday to Mr. Michael Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow. I didn't even know his birthday was.
Yeah.
That's it in August. So take that, Tobin. Huh? Not the worst month after all.
I mean,
something that happened on this day, Skype Technologies released their video conferencing software in 2003 and proceeded to drop the ball during the pandemic and allow Zoom to just swoop in and steal their spot.
Yep.
Very crazy. Now let's move on to National Day today's. It is National Chop Suey Day, as chop suey was said to be invented in this day in 1897. Chop suey. Anyone know what that is or had it before?
No.
No, it's a rock
no idea
song.
what it is.
But based off what I'm seeing right now, it's assorted pieces of meat eggs, vegetables, cabbage, in a thickened sauce with rice. Doesn't necessarily look bad.
Sounds
It looks
like chopped
typical.
sewage.
Well, I think that's why it's called that.
Yeah.
I think it kind of just looks like
Somebody said, ask me about Kat Dennings' birthday.
Kat Denning. What?
She's
No.
the girl from Two Broke Chicks. She was also in the Marvel movies and Thor.
All right, but like, why should?
Well,
Oh,
why?
I recognize her, but why should I ask about her birthday?
I don't know.
It's June 13th.
I don't know.
All right, solid. Appreciate that.
Okay. Well,
Let's see. National Day today. It is national. This is strange. Are you going to be celebrating, Leroy? It is National Lemon Juice Day.
Lemon juice.
Yep, not even lemonade, just lemon
Not
juice.
even, you can't have lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink, without having lemon juice.
Gotta appreciate that. And this is
Hey, you know you broke when you go to a restaurant. They ask you, "Do you want something to drink?" They say, "Yeah, bring me lemon water and some
a
sugar."
pack of sugar. I'll make it myself. National College Colors Day is every Friday before Labor Day.
wow.
So National College
Oh.
Colors Day.
Y'all don't want me to go get my stuff.
Yeah,
Mm,
the maize,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no cool other color for the blue, right? It's just maize and blue.
Yeah. A lot of schools do that though, because Ohio State is scarlet and gray,
Yeah, why not?
right? And people don't realize Clemson is purple and orange.
it is purple. Why wouldn't people realize that?
Well, because
Maybe it's like a
once
fancy
a
name
year,
sometimes.
it used to happen. Like even
They
remember
do-
Notre Dame used to wear the green jerseys,
Yeah, they do their Veterans Day. It's all purple.
right? They
Their
do.
Veterans Day, like around Veterans Day.
Oh, you know what? I get that because
military appreciation.
you would
Yeah.
think that it's orange and white or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh no, I mean maybe
There's
that's like
there's
up
purple
underneath
there's
right there.
purple striping
Yeah.
on their pants.
Oh
but
yeah,
a lot of people didn't know they had purple.
You know what?
I
I'll
don't
be honest.
understand how they don't know that. But also, I
see it,
could be
but I don't know.
biased because I grew up literally 30 minutes away from there.
Right. Or
Yeah.
Stanford, the color is cardinal.
Cardinal red.
Cardinal red and white.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of schools with like crazy colors.
Nah,
It's-
I need it to be. I want a school to have macaroni and cheese as that's their color. We're macaroni and cheese and brown.
And there's only one. Wait, you know what's funny?
Yeah.
Ever since Jordan, I don't know if it was called this beforehand, Carolina blue.
Oh, Carolina blue.
Ooh.
I think it's always been called. I think that's what they've always called it. UNC has always called it Carolina blue.
Okay.
Carolina
Which
blue,
is weird.
yeah.
That's the only school I think that
Yeah, it has its
actually
own
calls
blue.
like their color is their
Is their color.
yeah.
That's
correct.
pretty cool.
Well, it's like McLaren for F1. Sorry to bring them up, but they're papaya, not orange. People don't realize that their color is
Ooh,
papaya,
papaya.
not orange.
I don't
Yeah,
like
it doesn't,
papaya. I don't like mango.
Well,
That's
I don't
cool.
want to have to have I want to have a UFC struggle with my fruit.
it doesn't have to be hard to eat a mango, Leroy. It's
Huh?
very simple.
It's stringy. And there's a big seed that you eat around. You can't even just cut the mango off the seed without leaving some of the mango on the seed.
True, but it's so delicious.
No, it's
So
not.
good.
Too
So
stringy. But
So-
here's the thing.
Has
You want to hear
do with
something
the taste,
crazy?
though.
I
Yeah.
do not like mango, but I like mango flavored stuff.
Yeah, Brittany, this is
It's
he
odd.
does this. He does this all the
very
time.
odd.
Please don't even.
Dave South said I'm getting the wrong mangoes.
Yeah, because you're
Yeah, I
stealing
feel
them from
like
your
you're not
neighbor.
having good mangoes. I feel like if you have good mangoes, they're not stringy at all. They're actually very.
Do you have a
smooth.
mango tree, Brittany?
No.
Poor.
She answered that almost like she spoke down to you. Most people, like my neighbor has a mango tree.
Nah, I don't have one either.
Tobin has a mango tree.
It was
Tobin-
more of a.
Wait.
Do you think I own a house? Like, do you think I could live in a house? Like, what?
Tobin brings in mangoes that are big as your head. Like I'm like, what kind of mangoes are you growing in your backyard?
I think we
fine.
found out recently that Tobin isn't allergic to mango, but just
Mango syrup.
the syrup that comes off of the mango before you open it.
Are you serious?
It's very strange. Very strange.
That's very odd.
he's a baby. He has a baby immune system. But
Do you
we're
have a
gonna-
mango tree, Marcos?
I don't. I'm also poor. I do not have one. Yes.
I
for
don't
sure.
have a mango tree.
Well, you could
Leroy.
have a mango tree if you wanted one, Leroy.
No,
We
in the
can't.
slums. Leroy's in the slums.
No, I don't think so.
We're gonna take a quick
I
commercial
don't know,
break.
Marcos. You've never seen my house because you come and eat and leave.
I've seen your backyard. That's where the grill is. When we come back, we got our Tua on the program. We'll be talking all things football, preparing for this weekend's big game, and we will try to tickle Leroy's fancy next. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tonga Vailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check the history of
Our Tua of the program, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not tripping. Lil Jon was playing at the beginning of this hour, correct?
Yes, he was.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I heard doop, 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 doop. And I was like, okay, what's happening? What's up?
For some reason, there was a glitch. And so I couldn't get the Tua open within enough time. So I just had to improvise.
I'm a nice guy, and I don't care. I'll move on. This is most I'll talk about it. Be prepared for Tobin to spend at least 5 minutes. Actually, he'll stop the hour Tua thing, derail the whole show, make you admit that you made a mistake when you explain to him that it was a computer glitch, which it probably was. He'll deny that it was that computer glitch and then refer to you as incompetent. Or maybe he just does that to me, which is, not a shocker. Sometimes those things only happen to me. But
Wait a minute. So the difference between you and Brittney here
yeah.
is Brittney hasn't gotten to the point where she's So keep in mind, you garner some of that attack
No.
with the way you do things too. Because you replay a mistake quicker than a little bit.
Yeah. It's my thing.
Because this is all you see. You'll say something crazy, Britt, and you see his hand go like this.
It's got to mark the tape real quick. Let's get into your headlines. These headlines are brought to you by Doral Hyundai, the #1 Hyundai store in the nation. Just went full beast mode. Doral Hyundai, where the deals are monstrous and the prices don't survive. No one sells for less. No one. We'll be doing a lot of sports talk here, and Sports Talk on WQM is presented by Paramount Plus. You can't count on much these days, but you can always count on Sundays with NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live every Sunday on CBS and Paramount Plus all season long. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. Yes, Leroy?
I was trying to figure something out, but I'm looking it up before I answer.
Heard.
Because, wow.
Oh.
You know what's crazy?
What is crazy?
Hold on.
All right.
Let me look.
The anticipation is killing me.
It's who used Death Valley first?
For their stadium.
Oh, LSU for sure.
That's what I thought also.
It's not?
No.
Clemson used it first?
Presbyterian College.
Oh, yes.
Wow.
That's right.
1948. The
wow.
coach referred to the
LSU
stadium
used
as
it
Death
before
Valley.
Clemson, right?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Okay.
Now, my thing is, Presbyterian sounds like some sort of.
It's in South Carolina.
Is that a religious school?
It does sound. It does.
You can't have Death Valley at a religious school.
That's so true. They're called I think their mascot is like the Blue Hose or something like that.
I'm sorry, what are they?
I'm almost 1000% positive about that.
The Blue Hose, love them. My thing is,
the answer is Clemson.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think that if you're gonna have the Death Valley as your stadium, you got to be the Grim Reapers or something like that. The Presbyterian Reapers, like something cool like that. Tobin sometimes gets caught up in game ops, but game ops will take you far.
Yes, it's called. They're the Presbyterian Blue Hose, HOSE.
Hose.
Right.
Well, so I'm reading it now. 1966. It wasn't until 1959 LSU Tiger Stadium was called Death Valley. So in actuality,
It was
LSU did it first.
Yeah, for sure. I knew
Right.
that because I always it always made me so mad because I hated Clemson growing up.
Yeah. But
'Cause they're-
and the reason why Clemson used it is because they were given a rock
Yes.
that was from the
Death
hill of Death Valley, California.
Mhm,
So the
yes.
rock that they pet is from
Yes,
Death
the rock
Valley.
that they touch when they run down the hill
It's from
is
Death Valley. So
Mhm.
that's why they call it Death Valley. But LSU, like I remember as a kid, growing up, going to LSU games, it was called Death Valley. And
Yeah,
I
but see,
can't
that's
remember-
wrong too, though. They need to be the jungle. Why are they not the jungle?
They do
Someone
have
needs
a,
to speak to me.
I don't know if it's still there, but I know all the times I went there, there's a real tiger.
There
There's
is
a real
there.
tiger
It's still
outside
there.
LSU.
It's still there.
And it's
Yeah.
massive.
If anyone
And
wants to
you
speak
get
to me
up
before
close
naming
to
their
it,
stadium, I can do that.
you get up close to it. TV doesn't do a tiger justice. Them things are massive.
Well, they had it before it was super unethical to do this. They had him live in the stadium and they would literally hit him to make him roar into a microphone, and so the roars inside the stadium were actually real. But then it became unethical in the 80s. So they stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Gotta
But
miss.
he
There's
was
an
still
infamous-
outside.
There's an infamous story of the Miami Hurricanes in the 80s. They went to LSU and they were literally poking the tiger as they were walking out of the tunnel.
Yeah, love the Hurricanes.
No, you gotta love them. Gotta love them.
And if you do love them, you have an opportunity to celebrate them this weekend. That is a big game for us. Brittney, I think I saw your name on the game. Will you be producing the game as well? Or am I tripping?
For what? For what?
Miami Hurricanes, Notre Dame, or is that next week?
No, that's next week.
Okay, cool.
I'm not producing the
she's
game.
not. She's going to be enjoying this one. And if you want to enjoy it, pregame coverage begins right here at 3 p.m. And the kickoff 7:30 p.m. on FM 104.3 WQAM. We will be locked into that one. We'll discuss more Hurricanes as the day progresses. Let's go ahead and get you some more headlines. Yesterday, the Miami Marlins began their series against the New York Mets.
Good game. Good game.
Good game indeed.
Although, I mean, dude, it was 2-0, or was it 4-2?
Yeah.
Dude gave up a bomb.
Yeah, to Pete Alonso, right?
Oh, I mean, he stood over that thing for 25 seconds as it left the stadium. It was like a moon ball.
Yeah, that is his 30th home run of the season, and I believe he's one of only 2 players to do that in their first 6 seasons that were non-suspension seasons or something like that. I don't know. Long story short, it was a rare feat, but it wasn't enough because 3 runs in the top of the 7th put them away, and they are back in action today at 7:10 p.m. in case you're interested. We had talked about this the last time I was on the show.
Are we done with Marlins?
Yes, because there's no
football's
way.
here.
Yeah,
Marlins did a hell of a job of getting us to football.
They did, and you know what? They overachieved.
Yeah.
For them at certain points of this season, I literally thought this was the end of baseball in South Florida. That they would just dismantle the team and just strip the city of a baseball team at the end of the season. Because of, I think it was that Colorado Rockies loss, really, where I was just drinking my sorrows away. But they were able to turn things around. They went on a streak and a lot of talent was developed. They made some moves at the deadline to bring up some of their younger players as well. And at the very least, when you talk about this Marlins team, there's hope for the future.
Yep.
And that's not something that we've had in quite some time. It's always we have a couple pieces here and there, but they're not necessarily meshing. And how long before we trade them? But this seems like a young group that's coming together, and Mr. Hawaii Q's of eating lunch alone, Peter Bendix, is doing his thing behind the scenes, man. So you give him as much credit as you possibly can. I don't think there's a chance unless they win out that they'll make it to 500. But the fact that we're even flirting with 500 is something that
that's
impressive.
They're not a dumpster fire.
Correct.
And there's hope for the future with a lot of these young guys. Stoller's got hurt. He was very promising. The pitching is starting to come around, although they all have I don't know what it is about the pitching staff. They always seem to have that one inning where, so from that standpoint, I've been pleasantly pretty pleased at how they've gone, how they have played, even though they're still not competing for anything.
Another weird baseball stat. It's not necessarily relevant to anything local. It's just since we're talking baseball, I wanted to mention it. Yesterday, Kyle Schwarber of the Philadelphia Phillies became the 21st player in MLB history to hit 4 home runs in one game.
He hit 4?
4 bombs in one game.
Oh my
And can you believe 21 other people have done that?
As a catcher.
Yeah, that's.
Ooh, I think I remember seeing. Was it? They used to call him hard hitting Witten.
Jason Witten, tight end for the.
No.
Yeah.
I think it was. I can't think of his last name. His first name.
Hard hitting Witten. I'm gonna look it up. Man, I hope my safe search is on. Hard hitting Witten. Mark Witten.
Mark Witten. There it is.
Yeah. 12th player in Major League. When he became, and this was in 93. He was the 12th player in Major League history to hit 4 home runs.
Did he do it for the Indians?
Let's check him out right now. Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a Cardinal there.
Okay, but I remember him doing it because he used to swing hard.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Actually, you know what? No, this may be a different. Nope. Yeah, you're right. 28 years ago today, hard hitting Witten blasted 4 homers. Yeah, Cardinals. You have. I'll tell you what, Leroy. If anything happened between 89 and 93, Leroy remembers it because he was either playing in the game or he was courtside or he exchanged tickets with somebody.
You
didn't have no kids then.
You know what sucks about my life is nothing about playing sports at a high level, but being a big fan of sports, right? Because how you follow it is a little bit different, especially when you get to know a lot of the people playing. So you get insight. So I used to hang out in the Indians locker room and then go watch the Cavs, when they were making their run and couldn't get by Jordan. It was really, when I was in Detroit, Michigan always had a good hockey team, but the Red Wings were really good. Detroit was really good. And I was spoiled because when I was in New Orleans, everybody sucked.
Yeah, I know. You told me.
And they stole our basketball team.
Yeah, they did. Which is unfortunate, but
which is why the Utah Jazz is still called the Jazz, even though there ain't a damn bit of jazz in that state.
No jazz over there. One last bit of news here out of Miami. This broke this morning. Dolphins coach Ryan Crow arrested for domestic violence.
Call me homie. Oh, that's a different Crow.
That's a different Crow.
That's Warren Cromartie.
Miami Dolphins assistant coach Ryan Crow was arrested on Friday morning. TMZ Sports has confirmed. Jail records show the 37-year-old who's in charge of the Fins outside linebackers was booked early in the AM on 1 count of touch or strike battery domestic violence. As of late Friday morning, he remained in custody at Broward County Jail. Long story short, call at 12:08 a.m. He was arrested on 1 count of misdemeanor domestic battery. The victim was not seriously injured and refused medical attention. Dolphins said in a statement they're aware of the serious matter and currently gathering more information. He'll be placed on administrative leave effective immediately.
So you do realize when you're called for domestic violence, somebody got to leave.
Yeah, for
regardless
sure.
of what happens. So
yeah, and sometimes people call like your neighbor, like let's say into an argument and it's loud.
So I'm gonna wait to hear the story. I think I have been.
It's a little drunk
from being an athlete and growing up where I grew up.
I should not say that. I'm speculating.
From being an athlete and being Black and where I grew up, I can wait until we get the whole story before we start passing judgment or making determinations of what should happen or what did happen. And
correct.
And I think we all believe in the legal system unless it's us and we get in trouble, or if the outcome doesn't come like we previously already determined, which is unfair to everybody involved, including the legal system. So I'm gonna just wait and hope. I hope for the best, but understand that once you get that on you, that the league is probably going to do something, even if it's not what it sounds like.
Now, without necessarily commenting on the case itself, I think you're right. I think it's best to let it play out and make a, whatever determination.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, we don't know. Correct. And that's fair. It's okay to not know at this point.
But I do want
until you actually know.
I do want a player's perspective. How, let's say, in the event that the Dolphins do have to replace their outside linebackers coach, essentially a week before, how serious is that, or not really serious?
I'm going to tell you a story.
Oh, okay.
All right. When I was in Cleveland, Bill Belichick had 37 coaches.
Jesus.
And we had an inside linebackers coach. And he would yell the whole practice. So one time I yelled to him, "You shouldn't be that loud. You only coach 4 people."
Okay.
Because in some cases they have inside linebackers and outside linebacker coach. They don't just have linebacker coach.
You just sassed the coach for not defensive coach.
He's like screaming, yelling, and all this.
What year in the league? This has to be your rookie year then. At this point, this is Belichick. Oh, okay.
No, Belichick didn't come to my second year.
Oh, second year. Okay.
Yes.
So
and the whole, by the way, almost the whole coaching staff ended up being head coaches.
Oh, pretty good.
You ready for this? Al Groh, who I yelled at, became the head coach of Virginia.
Okay.
Nick Saban, what he ended up doing.
Oh,
he was the defensive coordinator.
I've heard of him.
Kurt Ferenz, who's been at Iowa for 20 years.
Yeah.
He was the offensive line coach. Eric Mangini and Scott Pioli were the Gophers. They were like interns.
Yeah.
Schwartz was also a quality control guy, who's the defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Is he a defensive coordinator in Detroit?
I was going to say Detroit too, but I think that guy Aaron Glenn, I think, was the defense coordinator, or was he the quarterbacks coach? I'm not sure.
No, Schwartz he's either in. No, is he in with? I know he's with a team that he might be in.
It's funny.
He's in Kansas City. Schwartz, I think.
This is actually so. He was a head coach of the Detroit Lions from 2009 to 2013.
Yeah,
but you should be ashamed of yourself, Leroy, because he's a defensive coordinator for the Cleveland Browns right now.
Oh crap! That's right. That's right. My bad. Let's see.
That's great.
Who else? But yeah, there's been
hell of a staff.
Yeah.
So long story short, when you sassed the inside linebacker coach, were there any repercussions? Do you guys just chalk it up, keep it going?
No, everybody was laughing, and he gave me a couple of explicatives, and we went on about our day because that's football.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly.
Like I wasn't doing anything to. I'm just like, yeah, dude, you're the only coach we hear yelling, and you coach 4 guys.
So then, essentially, you then don't have necessarily an issue if the Dolphins have to replace this linebackers coach. It's not that they're not going to have to replace him. Okay.
All they're going to do is combine all the linebackers for a couple of weeks or whatever happens, and you deal with it. Look, we tend to, in life, take all of the things that happen in the world and put these things on them like, oh, he has this job. He shouldn't be caught up in that. He shouldn't have did this. He shouldn't have did that. right? And we especially do this with athletes in any sport. But I got to tell you, okay, I could do the same thing about artists, about rich people, about whatever. Because guess what? A person who embezzles money never embezzles enough. And we will always say, like, once you get to 10 million, isn't that enough? No,
Phew.
they're criminals. That's what
Yeah.
criminals do. And I was told this when a long time ago. Whatever your title is in life, it doesn't exclude you from the statistics. So there's no separate statistic for athletes. So if 1 out of every 10 people is X and you got 1,600 people in the NFL, 160 of them are X. That's the numbers. That's the way they work. And so to sit here and say that people who have these titles or these jobs are not a part of life is just ridiculous. So, yeah, he got caught up in something. He had a situation. He's going to have to deal with it. He's going to have to deal with the consequences. I hope he gets through it, whatever it is, right? But I don't look at him as not being or should know better. Like, look at the world. There's a lot of people should know better. We all should know better, but we don't.
Well, we are going to take a quick break, and we come back on the other side. We're going to look at those horrendous uniforms that Brittney is just vomiting over, as Miami Dolphins revealed yesterday. They're pitch blue, as Bradley Chubb calls
Can I
them.
just say, Brittney, you're the only person that has kind of just hate him.
Hate them. Hate them.
We'll save it for next segment. We'll save it for next segment, okay?
All
All
right.
right. When we come back, Brittney will defend herself, and we will look at those unis, that and much more on the Tobin Leroy Show. I did a lot. This here lifestyle. Brittney, this is a song of contention in regard to the lyric department. And I think that part where Young Thug goes,
It's like amazing.
right. One of my favorite parts.
It's
Love
like
Young
the
Thug
best
for sure.
lyricism I've ever heard.
A true lyricist.
No,
I
it takes me back
genuinely
to like being in the back of my brother's car on the way to school when I was in middle school and just thinking this was peak music.
yeah, and it is.
You
It
don't
definitely
like
is.
Young Thug, any Young Thug song, you do not know half of the words that he's saying. Like, let's just be honest with ourselves.
Well, I do because I love Young Thug.
Because
And
you
I
love
thought that I still to this day stand firm that he says in that part, I'm living life like a volcano. This only beginning because volcanoes blow and they erupt.
That's not what he's saying though.
People like
what
to
do the
tell
lyrics?
me.
What does the lyrics say? What do the genius lyrics say?
The lyrics may say something different than that, but I believe that I was not necessarily proven wrong, but that I don't know. There's other misconceptions as to what he could possibly be saying. So let's go through the actual genius.com.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. He says living life like a beginner and this only beginning.
I like your version better. I'm not gonna
I'm
lie.
living
Hey.
life like a volcano and this only beginning.
Marcos look like a young pug.
That's funny to you guys? That's funny to you?
Oh, hilarious.
I'm living life like a volcano.
Dude, there's a thing. There's a thing on Instagram.
Yeah.
This white dude singing. I can't think of the name of the song. He's singing Bone Thugs.
Mm.
And he's like, he said, and his wife turns it off and say, "What are they singing?" He said, "I don't know." She said, "What are you singing on this part?" He goes, "Hippopotamus, hippopotamus." Like, I can't stop laughing every time it comes across. It's hilarious. But that's how we do it.
Honestly, yeah. Look, if
Said,
there was a time where you couldn't go on
couldn't even
genius.com.
confirm. Yeah, you couldn't even
and
confirm what the
confirm.
lyrics
So
were.
I mean, you just had to go with whatever you were going with.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some other like famous ones that people
I mean,
still.
I used to always thought it was Jam Pony.
Jam. What is it actually?
Jam on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jam.
See, like that's how off you were that I didn't even know what song you were talking about.
Right. And I remember one time, like the song was playing, and we was at like a party or something. And you know, anytime you're at a party with mostly white folks, they go back to the 80s and play 80s rap. They don't play new rap. So we just like singing the song, I'm just sitting there drinking. And then finally, one of the dudes look at me and say, "What are you singing?" "I'm singing a song." He said, "What's the name of the song?" I said, "Jam Pony." He says,
Wow.
"No." And they just sat there and everybody got drunk and laughed at me for like 2 hours.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean, the worst. Y'all don't even know about this.
Wow.
When they actually had record stores and you didn't know the names of the songs and they would ask you to sing a couple of bars. And you would have to go and kind of hum the song or whatever just for them to know what it is. And
you can do that now with an app.
I know, but I would just figure. Well, I guess you know what? I was just thinking like this. I guess I ain't gonna have this record.
Yeah, no, I guess I just will never find this one then.
You are absolutely correct, Jukebox. Absolutely correct.
There's some of them that are like that don't make sense. Like for example, Eurythmics, Sweet Dreams. There's some people. it's obviously Sweet Dreams are made of this, but for a long time, some people were known to sing Sweet Dreams are made of cheese, and that's like that doesn't even make sense.
Is that
Like,
real? That's a real thing.
Annie Lennox.
apparently, yeah.
That's insane.
The Eurythmics.
Monster. I'm friends with the mustard that's under my bed. No, this is a lie. I'm not believing
That's
this
a
anymore.
lie. That's
I'm
rage
off of
bait.
this
Absolutely
website.
not.
That's
Take that.
crazy. Absolutely, I'm done with this.
Let's go
Another thing
back
that's
to
going to be
rage
rage bait is these uniforms. These are the
Yeah.
uniforms that dropped. I believe right
Who's
here.
the top left? San Fran?
Top left is
Arizona.
Arizona. Top right, I believe, are the Rams.
Chargers? Or the
Rams
what?
Chargers.
That looks like Chargers. Now that's blue.
Wait, but why would they have number 8 though? That did you say that was the Ravens?
No, I said
No,
Chargers.
the Rams.
Oh, those are the
Oh,
Rams.
it's the Rams. Okay, Rams.
Wait, is it? I don't
Uh,
know. I honestly don't
It's
know.
like 2 for.
It looks
2
like
active
lightning
pieces,
bolts on
bro.
the shoulders.
But it looks
Yeah.
like I don't know because it also could look like the horns on
Circular.
the shoulders.
What is the name of these actual jerseys? Like, there's
They're
like
called
a
Rival.
rivalries.
Rivals.
Jerseys or
What's
Rivalries,
bottom
yeah.
right? Is that Jets?
That looks like that.
Let's see. Because I remember looking at one and thinking it was the Jets and finding out it was a different team.
Oh wait,
and-
no, because I think the Jets are the
No,
ones
that's
on the
not.
left.
Yeah, exactly. Bottom right is the Seahawks.
Oh, I was
Okay,
gonna say, okay,
okay.
it's
That's
like
the only
the
other,
wings, like
that's the only other
Buffalo.
team that use a version of green. I would say the 54 is San Francisco.
And then
I
the
would say
Giants are the
so.
one all the way at the bottom on
The bottom left because they got the New York, or is that New England?
I think that's New England.
Oh wait, that is New England. I think it's NE. You're right.
Yeah.
Bottom
And
left
then
is New England.
Buffalo is the one that has no colors that they ever used in life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then
So
that's
the teams
San
are the
Fran.
Bills,
Who's the
the
number one?
Cardinals, Bills, Cardinals, Dolphins, 49ers, the Jets, the Patriots,
That's the
Rams, and
Jets.
Seahawks.
Number one is the
Okay,
Jets.
Rams.
Number
Yeah.
one is the Jets. The Rams are the ones at the top right there.
Okay.
I think. Look, maybe
Arizona, they look like they just took their white jerseys and drew
You guys,
dirt
it
on
looks
them.
like dirty laundry. It's atrocious.
dirty laundry.
It looks like dirty
Like
laundry.
they played a baseball game before the
Yeah,
football
it's
game.
it's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It looks like they played in
I
the
like
rain
it.
and they decided that was going to be.
I
their
think
day.
the coolest one is that the Rams, right? I like the Rams.
No, that's so like what is exciting?
That one's
about
basic.
That?
Yeah,
That
one's
one's
basic.
so
to me.
basic. And then like you have the 49ers, like, okay, cool, you have a black uniform, and I like the leather.
But they already had a
lettering,
black uniform.
like they
so
already-
it
I've
doesn't-
seen
it's
this
nothing
before.
new.
and I like the font of the letters, but it's like it's literally there's nothing new about it. I would say the one that I like the most is
New
the
England?
Seahawks, but it looks
The
no
Seahawks?
the
Seahawks.
Seahawks, but it looks like an Oregon jersey.
Yeah, I thought it was the Jets jersey. To be honest.
Yeah, like that green is very odd.
Yeah,
for-
but keep in mind, like, so the Jets one, that's a dark green. You can
Oh, the
see
Jets
it.
one is the worst one. It looks
the
like
Jets,
the hell
it's
is that?
awful. What is like that's atrocious.
I kind of like the New England one, although I would say if New England threw back and just put the little man on the helmet, that would be cool and went back to those colors. That
Mhm.
would be an excellent throwback or rivalry for them. The Seahawks have always been that team that is a little outside the box. So if they came out with a different shade of green, that looks like the OG Seahawk color.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that. Buffalo, you're confusing me because I
Oh,
could.
you don't like the white out?
If you would have told me Buffalo was the Dallas Cowboys
Or the Lions. Like I would be like,
or the
okay,
Lions,
Lions.
correct.
Yeah. I would even
Correct.
say the Titans. I can say
Correct.
that as the Titans.
I
too.
honestly, true. It's and I get what they were doing because it's like okay, it's supposed to be like a frozen theme and like iced out theme because it's like freezing in Buffalo, obviously. But it's
Yeah.
just and don't even get me started on the Dolphins because truthfully, compared to all the rest of those, it looks like a child made that up and put it on. Like it's atrocious.
Wow.
Because now
I'm
Brittney,
so-
hold on,
What's
before
going
you,
on? What do
because
you
I
mean
see you on the run,
atrocious?
you're on a roll. Let me ask you this:
Yeah.
Did you like it better when you thought it was black, or worse when you thought it was?
I think I
blue?
liked it worse when I thought it was black.
So
No,
you
I'm
like
sorry, I
it?
think I liked it better.
right.
I'm sorry. No, I liked it better when it was -1 mean nothing. I have the control of the buttons. I'm not -1ing myself.
Well, okay, hold on. No. Okay, hold on.
So here's the kicker: is the helmet blue also?
I think so, but then, oh my gosh, no. Like this is so. I am so sick. I am so sick and tired of
Mm.
Miami teams coming out with like this black on neon colored uniforms. It is like, can we get over it? I understand that everybody thinks, oh, it's like dark at night, and then we have like all these neon lights in Miami. I get the sentiment, but I'm so tired of it. I am so sick of it. Sick of it.
See, I would have been
Let's can we
okay.
be a little bit more.
I
original?
think it's okay. I would have been much better with it if it would have had the same color blue as what the Rams have.
I would have liked the little orange. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm always a fan of the orange.
No, because when they did those color that
Orange
drenched
rush,
in-
the color rush.
that was the
Yeah.
ugliest
No,
uniform.
that was
They
bad.
did teal,
That was
right?
bad.
They did
That
the
was-
teal.
No, they did all
No,
orange.
they did.
They did all
one year.
orange?
They had orange on orange. That was not good. That was
I'm
not good.
okay with all teal. Like I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with all orange. That was really, really bad. And they also lost that
Yeah.
game. I think it was like a Thursday night football game, and they lost.
It
terribly.
was very bad.
It was
very
just atrocious.
bad. A better way of doing orange would have been great to me. I don't know how you accomplished that, but I like the orange jerseys. I thought they
I
would've been
do.
fun.
And I
I
think the idea, like, because it reminds me, it's very reminiscent of like the fact that it's a dark blue is like Red Bull in F1. They have a dark blue, but it looks black. I don't like that either. Pick a color, like do
Yeah.
a different blue.
Tell that to
It's
my
not-
sock.
It's the only Browns jersey I kept.
Which one? The orange one?
Yeah.
Nice. Got to wear it one
And
day.
you want to know what's even worse?
What?
I never wore it.
Oh, never wore it on the field.
Never wore orange.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
But yeah, I don't understand also why only select teams came out with these jerseys. That's also very confusing. You know, I'm getting a lot of.
Let's see. It says rivalries, so I'm assuming all the teams there. If we look at all the teams, they have to be rivals of some
So
sort.
when are
right?
when are we wearing this? I'm assuming maybe Thursday night football against the
No,
Bills.
No,
Monday,
this is Monday Night Football.
against
Oh,
the
is
Bills.
it Monday?
No, Monday Night Football against the Jets. If I'm not
Against
mistaken.
the Jets.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, end of September, Monday Night Football against the Jets, which
Well,
is
it's going to
makes
be
sense.
Battle of the Ugly Jerseys, so whatever.
So I guess if this is the whole
Oh,
rivalry
now did they
thing-
do that because of the teams that are playing each other? One's home
yeah,
and one's
I
away.
presume that says
So
that's
Buffalo's
fine.
going to be on the road. The Jets are going to be on the road.
But hold on, if I have the Jets and I have the Dolphins together, we have two dark jerseys.
No.
Oh, okay, so it's only the
Jets
home
are going to
team
be on the
wears
road
rival-
against somebody else.
Yeah, only the home team. Only
Right.
the home team wears rivalry.
Okay,
jerseys.
okay.
So
So
all
they're
the
not
dark
gonna
jerseys are going to be
hurt.
home teams.
Okay,
So when we play the
yeah,
Jets,
they'll wear
we'll
normal
only wear that
uniforms.
jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, never mind. So it won't be Battle of the Ugly Jerseys.
Green
We'll
as a
we'll
jersey.
lose the battle because we have the ugly
Green
jerseys.
as a jersey by itself is just blah.
Wow.
But like,
I mean, keep in mind, I played
That's
Michigan
another
State every year. Michigan
Gross.
State was green and white. It's hideous.
oh,
Well, listen, you just called every jersey atrocious, Brittney. So you know,
No, I
feel
did.
like-
Yeah. No, but I'm
All right.
saying
I
because
understand it.
I wonder if they're green because they're.
It's like he acted like it was the most atrocious. Like it was the most horrible combination.
was.
Of
It was.
white, like green and white
Because
is a very
green-
normal color.
Well, because they're the school of agriculture, so they figure grass, green. I get it. Still sucked.
It's okay.
Still
you're a little
suck. But
biased.
so
on
did their
that one. That's
team.
okay.
Go Wolverines. Ooh.
Actually, they had a good team one year. They had was it Percy Snow, who was a
Nah.
linebacker? They had Andre Rison.
Nah, man. he's good.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I just hate. I like no one's sick of the same sentiment of these Miami jerseys. Every time
No.
a team comes out with them, it's the same thing. It's like
Change
these
it up a
electric
little bit. I
colors,
don't
these
mind. I don't
dark
mind them
backgrounds.
changing.
What do you
I
think
don't
of the
mind them
Heat
have.
jerseys?
I don't mind them
Like,
changing
the
it
Heat
up.
advice.
But
I
it's
don't, keep
but
in
it's
mind,
not
Brittany.
changing it up because it's
Brittany.
the same thing every single time.
Brittany, think about this. We were in Cleveland one year when remember everybody had those hideous throwback jerseys from like the beginning of their franchise. So the Steelers had the stripes and,
Oh yeah.
and
yeah,
remember that, right?
Mhm.
Yep, yep,
And
yep.
so we asked Bill Belichick.
Well,
We said, Bill, you know, because I thought our throwbacks were going to be go to the orange pants, you know, with the white tops or
Mhm.
the orange like that. That would have been cool throwback. And I said, hey, Bill, what are our throwbacks? You're wearing them. We didn't change nothing. Still had a big pumpkin on our heads. So
Gross.
when teams change it up a little bit, I come from a different place. I come from a place that didn't ever wear new uniforms. We wore the same jersey, same uniforms.
you know,
Um,
I'm just like I am.
Brittany's
over
getting
it.
attacked here in the
Yeah, I'm
chat.
getting really like attacked, and I don't understand. Like, I cannot be the only person in the whole like in Miami fan base that is not that fond of the
Wait,
jersey.
wow, menu 631. It's called swag, Brittany.
Oh, okay, yeah. Ooh, ooh. Like, oh my God. Miami, it looks very reminiscent of Miami in 2017 when they wore their black jerseys against Virginia Tech at that night game. Like,
Yeah.
it's very reminiscent of that. It's the same thing. Every Miami team does the same thing.
Dark with some neon.
dark with some neon. The first Vice edition was black.
Nah,
with
you
neon
know, it'd really be cool if they turned out the lights when they announced the players and they glowed in the dark.
That would be cool. I don't think that's happening.
No, it's
but that would be
That's
cool.
gonna happen. So
It's
don't
not.
hold
That
your
would
breath on
be.
that one.
That would be
It's
cool.
almost as ridiculous as when Miami, the Hurricanes wore those recycled jerseys that was like all made of like recycled items that they
Oh,
pulled out.
that was a thing throughout the league, the whole NCAA one year.
Well,
The
there
color
it
is aqua, not teal.
I never. Who said teal? No one.
I may have.
Oh, okay. Well,
No, I wasn't a Dolphin. Sorry. And I wore, keep in mind, I'm very off with the specifics of colors. I wore brown and orange. Right?
we're fall.
There's
color.
no fancy orange. It was no fancy brown. So, okay. Now, I did like the Minnesota jerseys. Minnesota was cool. That purple popped.
Yeah,
We're-
Minnesota
yeah.
was cool.
We need to break.
I think Minnesota had the coolest, the coolest uniforms that I've seen was when Minnesota goes white, all white.
Oh yeah, I think they did that last year or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was nice. That was
That
nice.
was nice.
We're gonna take a long break here, so we have to
Thanks
make
to
up some
you.
time here. Yeah, thanks to me, of course.
And I think it's
And-
my fault because I was getting very angry about the jerseys.
Yeah, sure. It's Brittney's fault this time. I got no
I'll take
problem
accountability. Whatever.
dishing the blame to other people. You know, we can blame Fig too. She wasn't here, but we can just go ahead and do that anyway.
Hey, Jay, think it's your fault.
We're going to take an extended break here, and when we come back at the top of the hour, we will give you your latest headlines. We will attempt to tickle
And
Leroy's fancy in the
By the
next
way,
hour.
J-Fix saying I love the black. It's great. It's blue.
It's pitch blue.
It's not black.
As we continue on with the Tobin and Leroy show, make sure you stick with us. We have a lot more, including some Lee Bryce tickets, or opportunity, I should say, to win those. You're going to want to keep listening because Lee Bryce is bringing you the What You Know About That tour show to the War Memorial Auditorium in September with special guests Ashley Cook and Lewis Bryce. We've got your chance to win those tickets. For details on how you can win, keep listening to our show. For more info, go to WQAM.com. We got more Tobin and Leroy when we come back. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. We are live here on a Friday before game day, although you do have Saturday off as well, for the Miami Hurricanes, who will take on the Fighting Irish. Can I tell you guys a crazy story about the last time Notre Dame came down to South Florida?
Of course.
Sure.
So, as we all know, if you're a Miami Hurricanes fan, one of the last great moments for the Miami Hurricanes, other than this whole Cam Ward run, was the obliteration of Notre Dame at Hard Rock Stadium. It was one of the last times that place got rocking, and I believe it was the first time that College Game Day had come down to South Florida. So
Yes.
that was definitely a special time for sure. And if you know anything about me and tailgates in South Florida, they tend to get a little bit wild, right? So this was a time for me that was a little shaky. I had just moved out of my home, my childhood home. My mother had lived in Orlando, but she had come down for a celebration and let me borrow her car to go to this tailgate, right? So I go to the game. I go to the game, and I don't think I have any car keys on me now. I have the car keys on a hook attached to my belt loop, right? Pretty safe, that metal hook. You've ever seen those before?
Not as safe as a pocket.
You know, I was a kid. So I was like, it's going to fall out of my pocket or something's going to happen.
How? You ain't told, dude, let me tell you something. First of all,
keg stand?
You don't have no small pockets.
No, I had cargos. Then. So I had multiple deep pockets that I could have put them in. But then all of a sudden you're doing a keg stand, your pants are upside down, and your keys fall. So I was like, okay, let me just go ahead and altogether avoid that situation by being responsible. And now the only way it's coming off of my waist is if someone pulls my belt loop off.
I already know where this is going.
It gets crazier. So I am having a wonderful time partying, couple keg stands, very inebriated to say the least at a certain point. As I'm walking through, there happens to be a feller who is partaking in a substance that Snoop Dogg would, that I'm like, hey, buddy, do you want to be friends real quick, right? And potentially have an exchange. In the time that it took for me to hand him back his pleasure item, I looked to my friend and said, there was something different in that thing. And for the rest of the night, I went down a path of being so unbelievably intoxicated. But now the problem is I don't even want to attend the game no more. It seems like everyone's having a good time. I need to get out of here. I'm with a friend of mine and I'm like, hey, I need to get out of here. Let's go back to the car. You can drive us home. We get back to the car only to realize the loop is still attached to my waist, but it had a fob with a button on it that during my excitement or during the crowd, it must have pressed the button to release the fob that is now on the
all
ground.
You had was the little key.
All I had was a key. So I'm like, okay, well, at least I have the key. I can unlock the door. I can start the car and we can get out of here. I unlock the door. Step one, I sit down and I spend about 10 minutes examining where the hell am I supposed to put the key, only to realize this specific car didn't have an option to start the car with a key. It was only push to start. Mind you, I borrowed this car from my mother, who has to go back to Orlando tomorrow. So with that being said, and also I am in no condition to handle anything responsibly at the moment. And the friend that was with me has to leave as well. And mind you, I am a South Florida hood rat. So therefore, I didn't park in no normal parking spot. I parked in the hood in Miami Gardens and walked on over, because why would I pay for parking?
No blocky?
Hey, no blocky. No, so I'm in a guest spot in a random hood in Miami Gardens, completely blasted out of my mind at this point, with a key that I can't do anything with, and a friend that has to now leave me. So we make a call to my brother to come pick me up to resolve this situation, and unfortunately, we're in front of the gas station on the corner there, and I'm like, you got to watch out. You know, it's a really sketchy area. And then I realized I'm the thing they need to watch out for because I am what is now known as the sketchy person in this area. And I wait. My brother comes to the rescue. We end up getting the car towed or something like that. And I spend the next day thinking I could potentially go to the stadium and retrieve the fob. It's going to be on the ground for sure. I go to Hard Rock Stadium the next day, jump the gate, and spend maybe about 3 hours in the same area trying
Can I
to
just
find
say this?
the fob. Yeah.
Here's what you realize in parking lots.
Yep.
It looks a lot different without cars.
And me trying to remember where the hell I was like, was I on the inside lot or the outside lot?
Oh my goodness.
So now I'm with a damn near metal detector going through areas. And long story short, I don't find the key. But you know what I do find? A Louis Vuitton wallet. And I look inside that wallet and I find the ID of the person who's there. I find that person on Instagram. I am able to track them down because they live close to me, and I return the Louis Vuitton wallets. Now, she did have some party favors within her Louis Vuitton wallet that she did not get back. But she got her license, she got all her money, she got all her credit cards, and it ended up working out. Now, my mother was very upset, and I had to pay about $300 to $500 for another key fob, and needless to say, she never trusted me again. But hey, what a night, and boy, am I happy to have these Notre Dame.
Let me ask you this, Marcos. Yeah. I've heard stories like this before.
Yeah.
With people that are close to me.
Yep.
How much of the game did you see?
0%. How much did I hear? A lot. A lot of cheering on the outside.
Oh my goodness.
How much did I see? Brother, not even a second.
And you had a ticket to the game.
Ticket to the game. I had nice seats.
So I would have said,
didn't make it inside.
You should have sold your tickets.
I listen. There were so many things that I should have done that day. But
first of all, nobody hooks their key to their belt buckle unless you're a redneck and you have the key with the chain.
Yeah, that's true. I don't really know what you were thinking there. I think it might have been more safe in your pocket.
I think I outthought myself. Sometimes you outcoach yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I outcoached myself and was like,
and you didn't have your friend, because if I was with you, I'm like, don't do that.
Yeah. Let's see. This is 2017.
If you really were being safe and careful, you would take and put the key fob in one place and the key in another place, so that under no circumstance would you be locked out.
Now I'd
have put the key fob in my sock.
I could have even damn near kept it in the car and just took the normal key with me.
No, the door wouldn't lock.
Yeah, the door would never.
The door doesn't lock with the key fob in the car, and it makes a ridiculous honking noise.
It's true.
Now, see, this is three heads thinking about what we could possibly do with this. Imagine a 24-year-old already kind of, one bottle down kind of vibe. I'm like, listen to me, guys. I got a great idea. Listen to me.
And nobody stopped you?
I'm the smart one, guys. I'm the smart one.
That's really.
So I said, I'm gonna clip this to my belt. Listen, I'm gonna clip this to my belt, and it's gonna work out fine. Now let's go party.
And were your friends not upset with you that they couldn't watch the game? Because I think that would make me the most mad. It wouldn't even be the fact that we couldn't.
Man, there's something that I'm genuinely underselling for legal purposes. But the reason why we were more distracted and not focused is that someone Bill Cosby'd me damn near. And I am not in the best condition medically. So it kind of was like, I kind of want to see this game and all, but my friend may die, so I can't.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
So I can't.
I remember a time when my cousin, we went to a Canes game, and I forgot what Canes game it was. I think it was the Florida State game in 2018 that we had that massive comeback.
Oh.
And one of my cousins, we were all tailgating. My whole family was there, and she got so inebriated, and she literally laid down on the concourse.
Oh.
of Hard Rock Stadium and fell asleep. And then the police were like, we all kind of were like, well, you know, you're gonna stay there because we're gonna finish this game.
Yeah.
And then so her
The police are
boyfriend-
like, no, she's not gonna stay
He's
there.
like, no, she needs to exit the premises. And we were like,
Yeah.
well, that's not really that's not something I care
friend.
to do. I was no, she's my cousin. That's the worst part about it. And I was like, you have a boyfriend here, you can handle that. Like her dad,
Ooh.
everyone was like that. You guys are on your own. That's not
Yeah.
any of our
So
business.
you
They
were
had-
rats off
they
a
had
ship on
just-
your relative?
Yeah, they had just started
Yes.
dating too. So he was like, it was his first game, like tailgate with with the whole family.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm going back into the stadium and watching this game. I don't know about you, but yeah. So there's like the police were like, well, she needs to leave.
Boyfriend?
Her dad,
There you go.
her dad, everyone was like, okay, well, she can have a grand, like, bye. We'll see you in the car later.
Even her
Oh,
dad?
shit.
Oh, yes. He was
Yeah.
like,
I
So
mean,
the
okay.
boyfriend had to
we'll give you
leave.
the keys. We'll give you the keys to the car. We'll see you guys after the game. Bye.
So the boyfriend had to leave?
Yep, the boyfriend had to leave. That's
Is
his
he
fault,
still
no?
her
I was
boyfriend?
gonna say, did they stay
They're
together?
getting married in October, actually.
Oh,
I'm a
wow.
bridesmaid in their
Oh
wedding.
my goodness.
Look at
So I
that.
wonder if he's gonna hold that over her like women hold stuff over men.
Oh, yeah. You got to.
Remember that time at the stadium? We were enjoying the game and you got hammered?
Don't make
Remember
this like a
that?
hurricane game again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There she
she's calmed
goes.
down a lot
There she
since then,
goes.
Calm
Yeah,
down.
so
Like there's only
Yeah.
one way to go from passing out on the floor of a
not her
stadium.
it was not her first offense, unfortunately,
Yeah.
of doing something of that nature.
Pass that on
Oh,
the
so
floor,
that's
though.
why you
Rookie
guys
move.
like you didn't even take it.
Oh,
like,
it's like
serious.
it's exactly. It's like I don't really care. I'm over it. This is not the first time that something like this
Yeah,
has
but
happened.
you can't
and-
leave her on the floor of the concourse.
Nah, she's fine.
she was fine.
Probably worked out.
You're like,
Hey,
you
look.
look at that. Man, these Canes are kicking ass right now.
You
Well, no,
never
they
know.
weren't. They were losing. It was literally like we were losing so bad, but we ended up coming back in the second half of that game.
Was that Malik
We were down
Rozier? I'm trying to
26
remember.
points. No, it was Rozier, but Nkosi Perry came in halftime of that game.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
damn! Shout out to your memory on that one. Those are
He's had
names from the
great
past
memory.
there.
That's wow, man.
Yeah, that's
I gotta
crazy.
tell you,
Brittany.
I'm keeping little mental notes.
Yeah, y'all look crazy.
Brittany, relatives, non-committal.
No,
Like,
honestly,
At least
I
wait,
understand
did you
that.
hear the story that Frog Boy told? And his friends are like, "All right, let's get out of here."
Yeah,
Right? Our boy
yeah. I
is
ruined
hurt.
everyone's time.
No,
Yeah,
it
but
was
they
like-
still felt obligated to take care of their boy.
No. Again, it's not exactly what JFig said in the private chat. It's not if it's not your first offense, I don't feel bad for you. I'm sorry. It's just like get up, go fall asleep in the seat. You have 3 hours to recover and figure it out. Like we'll
Wait a
figure it
minute.
out.
I've met some of Jennifer's friends, and this could actually have happened before. That they all went somewhere and one of them got plastered. And they're like, we're not, no, you're a second offender.
I think it was JFig.
No, I don't know. I don't think she would like. Oh,
I will
my-
say, like, her
yeah.
boyfriend was on the floor with her. Okay, so I don't want people to think that we just like left her on the
But-
floor the whole time. Her boyfriend was on the floor with her. He was
Seems like
she
you
was laying
abandoned
on
two
his
people.
lap.
then.
She was laying on
Oh,
his lap and-
so wait. So when the cops came and said
because it was because he was
he was holding
sleeping on
her,
his-
and
yes,
they were telling him, you made it sound like she was just laying on the ground.
well,
by herself.
she had sat down, fell over. She had initially sat down, fell over. while
Oh,
we
so
were all
she
waiting.
had somebody with him. Wait, Marcos, did she not
Yeah.
make it sound like she had passed out on the floor? And nobody, when you were
did.
just standing over her?
I thought
She
she was
had her
doing
boyfriend there.
the
She
big comfy couch where she was doing the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, trying to.
She had initially done that. Then once he realized the severity of the situation, he sat down with her, put her head in his lap. But the
Okay.
cops still came by and were like, that's actually not.
Because you either take her or we're taking her to jail. Because they'll take her to
I don't
the
know that
drunk-
they were going to take her to jail,
They
but
take
I
her
think
to
it was
the
gonna be a
drunk tank.
situation
The
of,
drunk
like,
tank.
The
yeah,
drunk
the drunk
tank.
maybe. I mean, she wasn't acting disorderly.
It don't matter. Drunk tank.
Now,
It's public intoxication. If you pass out, that is a
That's
sign
true.
of public
I
intoxication.
guess.
If
But
you
no,
don't have
they were
somebody
kind.
to
They were like,
take you
"Listen,
away.
just get her out of here."
Little did
And
you guys know that as he was brushing the chunks of vomit from her hair, he's like, "She's the one. She's the one that I'm gonna spend the rest of my life
no,
with."
truly, like that was a moment for me because like I'm telling you, this was like the first one of the. I think that was like the second time I met him, and the second time he had been around our family, and I was like, "Oh gosh, like he's never gonna speak to her again after this one."
Now they get
Mm.
married.
Because he's a
Now
huge
you're
Kings
married.
fan too, so I would have been so angry.
Oh, if you missed it.
He's
I'm
a
trying to think.
huge Kings fan.
I haven't really had situations like that.
No,
Like
he's in
I've had
public pooping.
I've had
situation.
friends that I could tell they were getting there, and I would say, "Let's go."
That's the thing. It's like I've had a lot of instances with friends where it's like I try to warn them. I'm like, you are going downhill very fast right now, and we need to reel it in because if not, the night is
Wait,
gonna be ruined.
wait. You can't use the term because to them that's let's stop having fun. right? You're
Can't
like,
reel in a
"Jesus
snowball,
Christ,
Britt.
Let's stop
wait,
taking tequila shots. Why don't we? Okay, like
wait,
let's stop doing that.
wait, and let's be clear, and this for you too, Jennifer.
Oh.
When have you ever said to a friend, "Hey, buddy, we're gonna reel that in," and they go, "Okay."
I've had
No.
friends where I'll be like, they're like, "Get me another drink." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." I go to the bar. I'm like, "Listen, can you get me like whatever they're drinking? Let's say it's like a rum and coke." I'm like, "Can you get me just coke? Like, don't put rum in it." And I'll like give it to the friend,
With a line,
and they'll be
they
like,
don't-
"This no, they're crazy." They'll be like, "This doesn't have alcohol in it. Like, I don't know. Wait, like you better go back and get me." I'm like, I'm scared.
Yeah. You're like, oh, that
now they can
bartender.
sense.
Damn.
Now they can sense the quality and the amount of liquor in their drink. They ain't drunk yet.
That was only one shot of rum.
That's happened to me before. Like not that
I
long
asked
ago.
for a
Actually,
double.
that happened to me at my parents' house when I went back home to visit. We were in the pool and I was like I'm in my dad's house. Like, let me like drink and have a like I'm 25 years old. Who like it's not like I'm out in the public. And my cousin's boyfriend was making us drinks, and I was having a rum and coke. Actually, that's why I use that as a reference. And he brought it to me, and my dad had told him like don't put anything in there. Like she does not need it. And I drank it, and I was saying double at this point. I said, "This literally does not have any rum in it. You better go back inside and get me get me rum."
Look, that's in the comfort of your own home, though. I mean, come on.
Plus-
you
I
gotta-
was like, I'm a grown adult, thanks.
The other
Like,
thing
when
that
we're out
doesn't
in
help.
public, you won't catch me dead being like passed out like some of these people that I go out with. I'm like, come on, guys, we have to have decorum.
The other thing is that syrupy drinks tend to affect you quicker. Like so, when you drink
That
rum
sugar?
and coke, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that was our details from the past. It seems like Brittney lives a crazy life. I don't know.
I'm telling you what.
Yeah, Brittney.
I'm telling you what.
The story that you just told me.
What?
I have crazy
Yeah,
stories.
you just doing drive-by tokes is not helping your
What?
situation.
Man,
either.
that was hey, listen, literally never again. Because
Yeah, that's your
I'm
fault.
telling you, in the time that it took for me to give it back and look this way, I was like, there was something in that.
There was something else in there.
That's your last words
one of those
of
moments-
soberness.
Literally, that like I promise you, like it almost came out in slow motion, like a movie. Of just like there was something in that. And they're like, why are you talking like that? And I'm like, talking like what? Nah, it was a great time, and hopefully the Miami Hurricanes have a great time this Sunday as they face the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. When we come back, we're going to try to tickle Leroy's fancy. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. Time now for us to tickle Leroy's fancy.
Maybe I could tickle your fancy with what I'm watching.
Wow,
No,
let's.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you have something in particular? But let's get to the college football slate immediately as college football returns to the airwaves. Let's start tomorrow at noon on Fox. Number 1 Texas takes on number 3 Ohio State.
Yes.
What do you think, Leroy? Does this tickle your fancy?
It does. Archer's first game. I think Ohio State's going to win simply because Arch hasn't played in this environment yet. Your first start is at the Horseshoe?
Well, nah, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Now, if he does, whoo!
Yeah. I mean, he looks like he's a real deal, so we'll see.
I'm not questioning whether he's a real deal or not.
Yeah.
I'm questioning whether he's a real deal on his first start.
Well, I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Moving on. This is not necessarily too big of a game because Florida State is unranked, but number 8 Alabama at Florida State at 3:30 p.m. tomorrow on ABC. Tickle your fancy, Leroy?
It's at 3.
Yes, sir.
Here's how my Saturdays work.
All right.
I'm gonna be all in on this Texas Ohio State game. That's a big game to start my college football season off with. Yep. 1 versus 3. I think I played at Michigan when we played Notre Dame one year. We were 1 versus 2. So
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's massive. So all my attention is gonna be there. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. So I can't promise you nothing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before that game's over with.
Gotta make sure.
Once it's over,
yeah.
Now I'm flipping through the channels and I'm going to other stuff.
Okay. Now, by this time, for sure, the game that you would try to look at and focus on is done. It is 7:30 p.m. at this point, Saturday. We have number 9 LSU versus number 4 Clemson.
The real p.m. Death Valley.
The battle of
Death Valley. So everybody thinks Clemson's going to be really good. They got Klubnik. But some wondered if Nussmeier would have came out this year if he could. He would have been a top 5 pick. So it's actually 2 really good quarterbacks, proven quarterbacks going at it. As much as I am a fan of growing up with LSU, how many people really like Brian Kelly?
Not a lot of people.
Right.
Family.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it's going to be an awesome game, I think, because LSU is in the SEC and Clemson is in the ACC. People are going to give more credit to LSU, but I would say that Brian Kelly is one of those coaches that gets a lot more praise than success that he's had. How's that? That's
fair. Yeah.
Right. But I'm definitely in. I'm in on it.
All right. Let's move on to by the way, I haven't heard any of the sounders. Is that like a Channel 3 thing, or is that like you just haven't pressed them? Ready? All right, cool. No problem. Screw me. Who cares? I didn't hear
I didn't hear it either.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said there, Brittney. Who cares? Let's move on.
Hear me?
Now
Yeah, we can now.
Oh, okay.
Sunday at 9 in the morning. We have F1 circuit.
Nope, that's her thing. I am not getting up in the morning to watch cars go around the damn track.
Fancy, not tickled.
Fancy, not tickled. Indeed.
You're in front of me. You're gonna say that?
Wow.
In front of me?
Wow. So that is 9 in the morning. If you want to go ahead and fast forward into that day, I know what's going to be on your mind, Leroy. It's Sunday, which means there can only be one thing on your mind. Inter Miami. They made it to the final
Is it
of
the
the League
finals?
Cup. They made it to the final. The
The
League
finals
Cup
is Sunday. What time?
Sunday at 8 p.m.
No.
August-
As much as I'm interested in it.
Yes.
Fancy, not tickled.
You know where I'm gonna be.
Of course, because that's where everybody's going to be.
7:30. That game starts, right?
7:30 p.m.
Yeah,
ABC.
so,
Number
wait,
10
why
Miami.
you ain't going chronologically?
Because I knew
know if you would have said 7:30 and then tried to throw that 8 o'clock after the fact.
He's trying to make. He's building it up. He's building.
I can't just give it away. I know you're going to be interested. We're all going to be locked in. I think the college football world is going to be locked in that day. Not only is it the only game on TV.
You know what I'm more interested in?
What?
What is my game time snacks going to be?
Ooh, and have you decided that?
I have not. I haven't decided whether I'm going to cook something or just pick something up.
Get some rockin' rib rolls.
Ooh, them rockin' rib rolls don't play. I will tell you this.
Yes.
I do need 17 toothpickers to eat those things.
Yeah, true. But lucky for you, though, you can sleep in the next day. Monday is Labor Day. Oh, you can't because you may be busy.
Yeah.
But Labor Day on Monday, so it's not bad. You get to watch college football late and don't got to worry about getting up early the next day unless you're Joe
Wait,
Rose.
I thought we were working on Monday.
Oh, screw you. Sucks for you guys.
Wait, I don't know. That's honestly a question that I have.
Yeah,
well, Tobin is because he said
Tobin's
after the game. I said I don't know yet.
Yeah.
If I get a lot of stuff done, I need to get done.
Tobin's a bit of an overachiever. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I have to work.
I would say this.
Most likely.
I think me and Tobin do more days than anybody.
I agree.
I work more days than anybody.
Sometimes it's like, all right, chill out, guys. Like, for example, Labor Day. Everyone's taking off Labor Day. But I can understand, big game. You want to be able to talk about it. Yeah. You specifically, one time, it's like, hey, we need to open up your hand and put a 9-inch nail in there. And you're like, well, I'll be at work in an hour. Right. And we're like, you know what, Leroy, it's fine. Yeah, you could kind of.
Hey, Brittney, how about this? You ready? I had surgery in the morning and did the show.
Very crazy.
Back home for the show.
There's a nail sticking out of his hand, by the way.
So no, that wasn't the reason why is Brittney. I can do my show from home.
Yeah.
If I'm had surgery and come back home, I'm gonna sit around and watch the same screen if I was just doing the show. So might as well.
I understand that. That's fair.
And it's not like what I'm doing is hard work. And if it really, 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 really hurts, like when I had the knee surgery, how it really, really, really hurt, I'm like, I'd rather do the show and get some laughs and not think about it.
I agree with you there, Leroy.
His problem is he just loves me too much. And any opportunity.
What it is, he loves you guys also.
Any opportunity he gets to spend time with your boy. Well, we just attempted, for the most part, we did tickle Leroy's.
Yeah, it's been a long summer of not being able to tickle Leroy's fancy.
Yeah,
because we've had some, because Tobin kept trying to throw UFC or fight night in the mix, and then we had to talk about other stuff.
Yeah, you only disrespected me in the entire Tickle My Fancy, which was very nice.
No, Brittney, hold on.
9 a.m. is not that early, Leroy.
Can I explain?
Yeah.
Okay. You're not familiar with me. So I'm
not yet.
Every Saturday and Sunday, I tee off at 7 o'clock in the morning.
So you're telling me that you could get home and watch the F1 race is what I'm hearing. No. That's all I'm hearing.
I get done at 10:30, 11.
That's
okay. Well, you can watch it in the car.
Can you? You probably shouldn't. She probably shouldn't.
Really?
It was a joke. I was joking.
Joking.
I know how golf works. Relax.
Great. All right, we'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we got silly sauce and more on the Tobin and Leroy Show. Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. It is your boy Frog Boy holding things down. Tobin will return Monday to give you all things post Canes game. But I got Leroy here, you got Brittney here, and of course, hello, Figgy.
Hello.
The terrifying. She's the friend.
What friend?
Do you just give him the look?
See, I don't really have to speak much. That's exactly what happens. I just look. And I give one warning. If you keep on after the warning, it's
so I could see a couple of your friends getting left on the floor in the concourse.
Yeah. It's the action. You deserve to suffer the consequences of your own actions at a certain point.
Well, and Jennifer pointed out, especially a repeat offender. Because either one or two things got to happen.
If it continues happening and you continue ruining my night, that's it. Suffer by yourself. Because you know what? You're a grown adult.
And one or two things going to happen. You're going to get left or you're not going to get invited with the group no more.
It's true.
I got you.
Like I have one really bad offense, something that happened to me that I was so bad, and I learned my lesson, and I said never again, and never again has it ever happened to me.
Yeah, you still got time.
No, I mean I'm already like past my prime of partying. I feel like.
Really?
Still got time.
Yeah.
Trust
25?
me.
I don't know. Like I don't go as hard as I used to.
My time frame got skewed a little bit. Because being in Michigan away from home, it took me a couple of years to warm up. And then by then, now I'm getting ready for the next level. And then when I got to Cleveland, it's Cleveland, right? And so I didn't really understand partying until I started like taking trips, like going to, Vegas and then coming down to Florida. And I'm like, yikes. Yeah. All right.
You can have fun in a responsible way.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. And I feel like now I've learned that you can have fun in a responsible way.
Agree to disagree.
Oh, okay.
Marcos, you're just reckless.
Wait.
You need a consultant.
Can I just say this?
I have a lot of fun.
Wait.
24/7.
Can I just tell you, I knew this story was going sideways when you said, I hook my key on my belt buckle for safety.
No, you should have known it was going to go sideways once he said he was at a tailgate.
Yes.
Look, the key never left my belt buckle. I want you to know that. I was 100% correct in that.
But something hit the fob release.
Stuff like that happens.
Which, by the way, we all have keys with these fobs right now, right?
Yeah.
Let me explain something to you. Right now, try to get that key out. Look how hard it is to get that key out of your fob.
It's rough. But
so what was a person doing that it popped out on its own?
Maybe a little bumping and grinding, Leroy. Maybe a little bumping and grinding at the tailgate. I got a little crazy. Got a little crazy at the tailgate, Leroy. But you know what's interesting? Look, we're talking about going out and partying and stuff like that. I'm actually a little bit sad because I saw this. I think it was on Only Date, if I'm not mistaken. Local, staple in Wynwood. Gramps.
I see this.
Yes. Gramps will be closing in January.
Let me tell you something. I spent a couple nights at Gramps, and it's not fair that all these.
I've never been there.
It was one of the first places I ever used I don't even know how to say this.
Fake ID.
Okay, we're gonna say it. Cool.
Yeah, for sure. We finally got her. Move in. We finally got her.
I'm of age now. But it was one of the first places I ever used my fake ID at. So it was really sad it's really sad to see her go.
No, I
also felt the same sadness when they tried taking away Las Rosas and what's the other one called right now? I'm blanking. I spent so much time here. The one by our station. They just reopened it too.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Churchill's.
Yeah. Great times.
Wow.
Now,
it's funny because these are all places I've never heard of, and I've been here since '92.
Because they're all like dive bars. It's all.
Yeah. Also, like they opened in like 2013.
Is that what's the other one? Bull Bar? Bull bar.
Bull, which one?
Bull,
What's
bull
that?
bar. Bull. I don't know.
You
They
making
always
stuff
talk
up.
about it down in Miami.
You're making things up.
No.
I don't
The
think I've
at,
ever
at
heard that.
Gramps, probably my fondest memory of Gramps is not only that they have great pizza. I had a friend who came in for his bachelor party in South Florida, and prior to us doing anything crazy at night, I was like, "Yo, we can go buy Gramps. They have great music. We can get some drinks, right?" And it was me and 10 of our friends, bachelor party. Not even our friends. I didn't know most of those people, but I was like, "Hey, I'm the representation of South Florida. You guys all came to South Florida, so look, I'll take care of you. Follow me."
Bull bar.
Bull bar.
Got it. Okay.
But I brought all of these
That
guys
might
for a
still be
bachelor
there.
party. Bull bar? I don't know. We'll check it out for sure because I think that was a staple. It was like I think Date's House said it was by the Orange Bowl. It's probably gone by now.
Yeah.
It's probably gone.
But anyway, I get all these guys for a bachelor party to Gramps, and we're eating pizza, and we're noticing the crowd is like really mess. Like they're liking us. They're liking our energy. They're liking our vibe. It's a lot of guys though. Seems like a lot of guys tonight, for example. Come to find out, it happened to be gentleman's night, an LGBT affair at Gramps, and I brought 10 handsomely dressed men to the occasion without knowing that this happened to be an LGBT event, and we made quite a splash at Gramps that night.
You were just like, "Hey,
Why don't you say splash, you frog?"
Well, I was just like, "Hey, look, everyone is so nice here. Everyone is just really nice. And why is there a line at the men's restroom? That's rare." But you know what?
Because it was all men.
Had a great time.
Hey, you're just like, "Guys, we're just here to enjoy the pizza.
Just here for the pizza, guys. Just here." And they're like, "Take a big bite, big boy." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll probably eat this elsewhere. I'll probably take this to go."
I used to go for a lot of local shows, and I actually saw the band Camino there before they even blew up.
Oh,
I the only place that I've ever really gone to on a number of occasions, there's one place down by some Italian restaurant down off of Sunrise. I don't know the name of it. And then I would always go to Miami Subs on the way home. You go to South Beach, they had the one right on the corner, right?
and they don't even have Miami Subs anymore.
They have them.
There's still one.
There's still one.
At least
Still like
in
one.
Kendall.
There used to be one on 441 right past the Hard Rock, and they closed that one down.
Right.
Which makes you question it when you go there and a week later they close it down. You're like, what did I just have then?
Yeah.
Got all the expired stuff.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back on the other side, we're going to give you your headlines. We're going to play our favorite game, Dead to Me, but I have a special presentation that I'd like to show you guys. It's actually been on my mind since Wednesday. It is dedicated to our lovely producer, Brittney. It is a top 5 double dip. I'll explain more on the other side.
Oh, boy.
What's my name? What's my name? This is the second Drake song today, so I appreciate that, Brittney. This is solid selection by you yet again on this Frog Boy Friday. It is the final hour of the Tobin and Leroy show. Tobin will be returning Monday to give you your recap of all things that happened this weekend. In the meantime, it is your boy, Frog Boy, holding things down with Leroy, Brittney, and Figgy, of course. Let's go ahead and give you your headlines that are brought to you by Doral Hyundai, the number one Hyundai store in the nation. Just went full beast mode. Doral Hyundai, where the deals are monstrous and the prices don't survive. No one sells for less, and I mean no one. By the way, anything that we've mentioned today, just like these headlines I'm about to give you about the Odyssey, about training camp with the Miami Dolphins, all Odyssey Sports training camp coverage is brought to you by Geico. Switch and save. Get more with Geico. The big story a lot of people are talking about, of course, which we talked about as well, Micah Parsons traded to the Green Bay Packers. Leroy brought up Jerry Jones attempting to paint the picture of a bad run stuffer by Micah Parsons, but we all know the truth. We know it's a scheme-related thing, and this is just something that Jerry Jones and the Dallas Cowboys decided they were done with. They didn't want to make Micah Parsons the highest paid non-quarterback of all time.
Well, because you did it at 3 or 4 other positions. And because you're so stubborn, you wait till the last moment till all of your guys become the highest paid at their position, and you're not winning like that. So is it on the players or is it on you for waiting?
Yeah,
because a lot of these deals with Dak, with CD Lamb, you could have got it done a lot sooner. But once CD Lamb went to signing in Jamar Chase and all these other guys, that means now CD Lamb's making more money. Same thing with Dak. Dak shouldn't have made $60 million a year, but the way quarterbacking works is you get paid a little bit more than the last person get paid. And he waited until like 5 quarterbacks signed, and now you got to pay Dak like he's the highest paid player at that position, and he's not the best.
A couple other headlines. The Marlins yesterday were able to defeat the Mets. Pete Alonso tied things up with a bomb in the 5th, but 3 runs in the 7th were able to put the Marlins ahead. They are back in action about 6 hours from now at 7:10 p.m. They continue their 4-game series against the Mets. Inter Miami looking to secure a Leagues Cup victory in the final tomorrow at 8 p.m. But of course, everyone's eyes will probably be focused on the Miami Hurricanes and Notre Dame Fighting Irish, as it should be. Final score predictions?
I would say even the Latinos who are big into soccer, the only other thing they're big into like this is Canes football. So they're going to be torn too.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I know where my loyalty lies. Dade South reminds me of my lack of usage of the letter R earlier this week.
Notre Dame. You know, everybody got that relative in their family that can't pronounce nothing right.
Yeah. Well, we will keep it locked in to make sure that our boys come home with the victory. A couple other headlines that I didn't get to reach earlier on in the show. IShowSpeed, one of the biggest streamers, if not the biggest streamer in the world right now, is currently doing a 24/7 America tour. And he began his tour in Miami with a few familiar faces. If you were watching his stream, you probably watch him right now. You can watch him sleep. You can watch him shower. He won't be naked, but 24/7, he's doing a tour of Miami. He just got done with a tour of Europe. I'm sorry, he's doing a tour of America. Just got done with a tour of Europe. He started in Miami. He started things off with Rick Ross. He was in the car with Rick Ross. As Rick Ross described his football playing, and tell me, Leroy, because I'm sure you've heard a lot of people who try to compare their minor league career to yours. When asked what position Rick Ross played, Rick Ross responded with all city. Was Rick Ross garbage, Leroy? Yeah. Thought so. Absolutely thought
So he didn't name a position?
Didn't name a position. He just
Don't
said
Rick Ross
all
got a
city.
big back, right?
Big back.
Yeah. So he was on, he had all, in football, we call that he was on all fours.
Yeah, he was on the bench.
2 hands in the ground.
But like
trying to ward out that 4th and 1.
He says he was a Carroll City Chief. And I think they showed a picture of him. He had a number 60 something, which tells
Big
me
back,
he was definitely
big back.
But like not even a good one though. He didn't look like he looked like his uniform was clean, if you know what I'm talking about. Like it looked like he never got a grass stain on his pants at all.
Well, that's
If
why
I
his
can put
career
it this
never
way,
went that way.
Never went that way.
Every kid wants to play football.
Yeah.
But every kid don't want to get hit. And there is the dilemma.
Yep. Look, not everybody can be a Leroy Horde or where's my Pee Wee football highlights? Don't let me get started on my Pee Wee football highlights.
Dude, stop.
Right.
You're embarrassing yourself.
No, I may
Stop
have
looking.
one.
Stop
just
looking.
one. Oh man, look, if I can just find this one. Oh, look, Leroy, let me show you how. Let me show you. First of all, this is a fumble recovery. So I am holding the ball like a scrub. But what I tell you, let me go ahead and hey, look, there's a guy on the ground there. Don't worry about him because look at your boy. Oh my, it's like the Heisman. You see the arm out.
I love how it
Can I
says
just say
Marcos
that-
in big letters. Like,
It's a
make
fumble.
sure we know.
Fumble
Look
recovery.
at how skinny you look.
I was 7. No, 2004. I was.
That's a big
11.
ass 7-year-old.
I was 11.
Big ass 11-year-old.
I appreciate it. I mean, you see me rocking with the Heisman, and there's a kid holding on for dear life right there, Leroy. So you know, you and I, as professional-ish athletes,
Can I just say this?
Yeah.
I do not have not one picture
Of yourself. Shame on you.
from Pee Wee, or like from football, like NFL. I was like, because they didn't have cameras back then, Leroy. But I understand, you know.
I think that my most cherished picture as a kid is a picture with Archie Manning.
Oh, that's nice.
I'll show it to you.
Now, you know what's changed? I mean, you don't need a picture of yourself when you can just go to Google. Or, you know who has a picture of you, Leroy, if you ever want to borrow one? NFL Films. Yeah, I think if you just go ahead and hit them up, they may have a couple clips, including like a 3rd and 44, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, during his thing, he went from Rick Ross. He then stopped by Lamar Jackson. And he was on the field with Lamar Jackson. He challenged Lamar Jackson to a race. Lamar Jackson said the same thing Leroy says. He doesn't race for free. Yeah. Do you think, based off what you see, remember recently IShowSpeed raced Ashton Hall, the social media influencer, and RG3, and beat them all very convincingly.
RG3 is 40.
Fair.
And one of the reasons why he's not playing football anymore is because of his knees.
Yeah.
His knee. So, like, tell IShowSpeed to talk to me after he's been hit for a few years.
That's fair.
And then let's test that speed then. So
Yeah.
to go and play and go in and go against a football player, right?
Remember, he
that
challenged
been playing
Tyreek Hill.
football, right? Like, go mess with Tyreek. That's what I would say. But it's not like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, these guys got
no.
nothing to prove. You trying to be where they at.
Yeah, 100%. And like, let's say the rare chance you lose. I mean, that's just gonna drop your stock. You know, it's just not. It's not gonna be a good look.
See, the thing is that even if you run against him and lose, it don't change your life one bit.
Nope.
Because, I mean, if Tyreek lose to IShowSpeed, is he gonna make any less? No.
No. Tom Brady was also on the stream as well.
That's a good get.
Yeah, he pulled up to Tom Brady's dock, and Tom Brady gifted him with a Ronaldo rookie card, and IShowSpeed was having some streaming issues with his technology, and Tom Brady was able to give him like a speech of like, hey, you know, calm down, you got to work through this. And then IShowSpeed attempted to compare it to the 28-3 comeback, and Tom Brady quickly was like, "Hey, let's not. We're not. This is just you're just buffering right now. This is not even close to the same thing." But we will see where it continues. Like I said, it started in South Florida, so it's likely to continue its way throughout the country. And last bit of news here before we go to break. Bill Belichick actually filing some interesting
Monday.
trademarks.
His college career starts Monday.
Yes, it does. And in the midst of that, these are some trademarks that the Bill Belichick and his girlfriend Jordon Hudson filed together. 17 different trademarks, including Chapel Bill, Bellustrator, Trail of Salty Tears, The Belichick Way, No Days Off, and then the term gold digger.
Apparently, gold digger was for like a jewelry line or something.
Yeah.
Is that already trademarked? I feel like that should be already trademarked.
I mean, it's in the song. It's a famous song.
I know. Well, hello.
Ray Charles should have it. Because she takes my money when I'm in need.
Yep.
That is it for your headlines. As we go to break here, if anybody at all, because Brittney's got some, so she is ready to give them up. Lee Brice is bringing the What You Know About That tour show to War Memorial Auditorium in September. Special guest Ashley Cook, Lewis Brice, and Brown Bootson will be there. We've got your chance to win tickets. For details on how you can win, listen now and call in 305-567-0560. Call in for your chance to win. So again, you can see Lee Brice, Lewis Brice, Brown Bootson.
Can you stop trying to make that happen?
That's the thing. Leroy didn't even. It was only
not
the
a
second
thing.
time. The second
said
time Leroy.
No, he did it twice.
Nah, the second time he questioned it. But the first time.
What number is a winner?
How about you tell me, J-Fig?
Call number 6.
Caller number 6 it is. 305-567-0560. Call in right now for those Lee Brice tickets. When we come back, we're going to play a Brittney edition of a Top 5 Double Dip.
Double dip the chip. Double dipped? What are you talking about? You dipped the chip, you took a bite, and you dipped again.
Welcome in to the Tobin and Leroy show. It is that time.
Never fails.
It is that time.
It never fails.
What happened now?
So I called the pool place.
Oh, yeah.
On Wednesday. I said, hey, because, you know, the way people operate now, you got to pay first.
Yeah.
So I've gone to the pool place, you know, a lot. I say, hey, can you order the pump and I'll pick it up on Friday because they normally order their stuff on Wednesday. And if it's not okay, I would have just had Mel or I would have sent funds with my credit card, have them go over there. Right?
Yep.
No, that's okay. Pick it up Friday. So I called this morning to confirm. Oh, we made a mistake. We didn't convert it to a sale and blah, blah, blah. It'll be here Monday. Monday's a holiday. So how much you want to bet on Monday? They're going to say, oh, today's a holiday. It'll be here on Tuesday.
Man, and do you get a discount?
Wasn't this something you tried doing like weeks ago?
No, I just ordered this Wednesday.
But like,
I knew I needed it. And I was getting quotes, but
if they lie to you twice.
And the problem is you cannot depend on anybody to get something right, but they all want to be paid first. It's just annoying. Whatever I had to do, if he would have told me I had to come over there and build the pump myself on Wednesday, I would have made arrangements so I would have it today. And he took it out of because I just assumed that when you have an agreement with somebody, they're going to get their part done because they expect the money part on time. It's just so, I hate people. I don't understand why people are so difficult.
That is fair.
I don't get
it. It's a frustrating situation, so I understand. I'm sorry, buddy. If they lie to you on Monday, you let me know, man. We'll go.
I know Monday's a holiday.
Which means I'm free.
Who's delivering a pool pump on Monday?
Well, Tobin's delivering that good sports take on Monday, so maybe they'll have somebody who's gonna be in. And if not, Leroy, I'm telling you, we'll go kick down the door together, buddy. I got you. I'm available. I'm available that day.
You're available. It's just so frustrating.
I'm sorry, man.
Maybe it's like every
I already
time.
told it again, you pool people.
It's not that.
Literally, just stop talking to everyone who has dealt with your pool and just get new ones.
That is a different. That pool person is different than the guy that comes over and does work.
Well, change that one too, because clearly has a memory problem.
I already told him he could kick rocks. The sharpest of rocks.
My pool guy just walked in.
Oh, look at that.
Reliable.
Yeah,
that's good.
I think maybe I need to get a hood pool guy because they like money and they're gonna do the work for the money, and you don't never have to worry about them not showing up.
Very true.
Or not having what they're supposed to have.
Yeah. All hood pool guys, if you're listening, this is your chance. Hopefully this cheers you up, Leroy. Maybe this will put a smile on your face the same way it put a smile on mine. This is a double dip. This is Brittney's first double dip. Now, what this is essentially, when it started, was I would do these to tell you which players played for both teams. It was like if the Heat took on the Spurs, I'd say these are the top 5 players that played for both teams.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's only so many times you can do that, and eventually, who cares? So I decided, how can I make this bit as annoying as possible? And I decided to pick different topics and various things that had less and less to do with sports and more to do with me poorly photoshopping pictures. Now, with that being said, something has been on my mind since we had a conversation recently, and I will show you the origins of that. That's what we're going to listen to right now.
Middle school and
Loser.
Direction. Oh, okay, well that's not nice.
I apologize.
And One Direction was on the scene. They were on the scene. They had just hit the airwaves with What Makes You Beautiful, and I fell in love. I was truly, deeply, madly in love, of course. And at the time, Tumblr was a thing. Wattpad was a thing. I know that's not a something that you folks know
You
about.
keep saying that other word
You
that
folks.
Wattpad. It's like a writing forum, like Substack.
No.
It's a writing forum. Okay, well, it's a writing forum.
Substack sounds delicious, though. I tell you what,
No.
I stand by that.
Anyways, it's a writing forum that you could put on the internet. Like you write things and you put it on the internet. Well, this was like the Wattpad was a place for fangirls, and you created fan fictions, and you wrote stories about One Direction or whatever, like Justin Bieber.
Did you write horny little stories?
No. I was very innocent. Those stories did exist, but I read those, but I didn't write those. Mine were innocent stories about falling in love with Harry Styles. Okay, I was like 12, 13.
I know all the girls when I was in New Renaissance Middle that were reading the Zane books and all
So,
those
like, what
other
exactly?
books.
Like, let's say, do you remember something you wrote, like a passage you wrote?
Yeah, tell us one of your
haiku.
That I got like a VIP experience with One Direction, and then Harry Styles was like, "Oh my gosh!"
So that never happened.
Oh yeah, these are horny stories. It's not scripture; it's scripture. Okay. Now we revealed that our own Brittney Rodriguez would do fan fiction about her favorite boy band at the time, and I gave her the name, which was completely out of line, by the way. This will be the last time I ever say it. Edgar Allan Poe. I thought it was too much. I thought that was too much for sure.
I wasn't offended. Don't worry.
But I hope not, because that didn't stop me from creating the top 5 double dip that we have here today. Because why should she be shamed out of her profession? These are the top 5 aliases that Brittney can use that are also already famous writers. Now, I mentioned Edgar Allan Poe before, but these are some other honorable mentions that couldn't make the list. We all familiar with Mark Twain?
Yeah.
We'll make way for Mark Twerk. You guys know about Ernest Hemingway, correct? Well, Brittney, don't worry. This one is still available if you need it. Horniest Humping Way.
My goodness.
And the last one that I thought was too much for sure. George Orwell. Too much. Too much. For
Yeah,
sure. Too much for sure. So those are the ones that didn't make it. But luckily for you, Brittney, we do have a list of names that didn't make it. Let's start off with number 1, the horror writer. You guys have heard of Stephen King. Well, watch out as Stephen Kink has made their way to the lineup. Coming in at number 5.
Brittney, why are your arms so hairy? Holy
she's turning into a werewolf. It is a horror writing for sure.
Turning into a werewolf because she does those stories at night.
I'm telling you, look, Steven.
It's not clicking.
Now we have number 4 on our list. You know her for her long history of Harry Potter books. J.K. Rowling. Make way for our girl J.K. Raunchy. Yes, that is our girl working on the next Harry Potter potentially. Coming in at number 3. Now, this one is aimed towards a younger audience. It's not Green Eggs and Ham, Sam I Am, because it's not Dr. Seuss. This one is for the Latin audience. Please welcome to the stage, Dr. Sucia. Yes, indeed. And
so good.
I do have two more remaining. Look, luckily for you, this name was not taken. It is a surprise to me. One of the most prolific writers of all time. You guys know William Shakespeare. What about William Shake That Ass?
Why did you morph her into whatever that is?
She's old and she's wearing whatever I assume Shakespeare was wearing at that time. Move over, Shakespeare. It's William Shake That Ass. And
tell me what you're working with.
And the final name, of course, there's just one last name. I usually let everyone down with the first one. That's kind of the staple of the bit. And your final name is simply Charles Dickens, because I feel like that's just good enough as is, to be honest.
I
But
just love how like you have the picture of her just smiling, like
Right? It's
just
just
smiling,
smiling.
having a good
That's
time.
my Instagram. That's my Instagram picture.
Oh yes, did not take that much.
Like what?
Did
so.
not
I'm
take that
assuming
much.
I should add her to this picture then.
Oh yeah, she totally. Oh listen, have her in the
No.
Oh,
corner
wait,
writing.
go back. There's
No.
Tobin.
Big.
There's
Yeah,
Tobin.
We've
There's
seen
me.
this
There's
before.
Vlad.
We've seen this.
Another Tobin.
A
J-Fig. How
frog.
come you only get to shoot a basketball? Right?
she's getting lit.
Frog Boy's in the corner.
I mean, you show up to a club with a basketball. That's kind of crazy, right?
Yeah, can we put Leroy's foot in there? Just his foot though. Just
Okay. Got it.
Just if that's.
I'm gonna
possible.
just keep on adding.
So now I get to
Yeah.
be added to the picture.
You're
That's
definitely
really,
getting
I'm glad.
Yes.
I'm glad. I'm really
with a
happy about it.
book.
With a
Enjoy
book.
it.
I got it. I got it.
William Shake That Ass was my favorite. If
No,
I'm being
I think
honest.
that was my definitely my favorite. Oh no, I'm sorry. Which is
No, there's another
Dr.
one.
Seuss was really good.
Dr. Seuss. Yeah,
Yeah, that one was really
Dr.
good.
Seuss was the
Thank
best.
you, thank you.
Like, I agree.
I-
Dr. Seuss was the best one.
I liked Ernest Hemingway turning into horniest Humpingway, but I feel like I am just doing too much at this point.
You went out of your way for
That was a lot. Yeah, that one was a lot.
Yes, indeed. So that concludes our top 5 double dip. You're welcome, Brittney. You can go ahead and hold on to those whenever you're.
Thank you. I'm
interested.
literally writing them down as we speak, so I can go under these aliases. Don't you worry.
New IG handle loading for sure. All right, when we come back, we'll let you guys know who or what is officially dead to me.
You're dead to me.
Welcome back to the Tobin and Leroy show. We are live here on a Friday afternoon. This is the Friday before your Miami Hurricanes take the field for the first time this season. Should be a prime time event. Make sure you are there. And if for some reason you cannot be sure to tune in right here. Pre-game coverage begins at 3 p.m. on FM 104.3 WQAM. Time now to get to our favorite part of a Friday. It is now time for us to bury people. I will start things off. We mentioned in a few segments before that Bill Belichick and his young girlfriend filed a couple copyrights for some phrases they plan on using, including the term gold digger. But that may have to be switched to this other person who is currently milking their partner for everything that they got. Just one day after a certain little announcement, someone's jersey sales spiked 200%. His best-selling day since the Super Bowl. Not to mention an increase of 770,000 new followers. All that for them to not even be living together. As of right now, rumors and reports are that one person of this couple has 4 homes in 4 different states, and this person is still trying to figure things out. But one thing I think he has figured out is how to manipulate and trick the nicest, sweetest girl in the world. That is indeed Taylor Swift. And poor Travis Kelce is just ripping and draining her like a leech. I'm on to you, bucko, and I've always been on to you. Your 200% increase in sales is nothing that I didn't take notice of. And I'm on to you, Travis Kelce.
He doesn't need her money.
You're dead to me, Travis Kelce. How could you do that to Tay-Tay?
The weirdest beef.
How could you do that to Tay-Tay?
You're dead to me.
Using and abusing her.
The "you're dead to me" is actually for you, not for your take. No, I'm just kidding.
No, wait, is this the Arch Manning photo?
About
look at
two
seconds. Leroy with Arch Manning.
Somebody say you were born bald. I ain't believe him. I did not believe him. I knew at one point.
Which one are you, Leroy?
He's on the left. He's on the left.
Yes. Let me see. He's on the left.
Look at that face. Look at that face.
It's like they have a terrible. Oh, I see. That is definitely you.
And that's your brother? Hey, listen.
No,
you guys look really alike.
Friend.
Oh my gosh.
That's a what do you mean?
He's
by
no
that,
longer
buddy?
with us, but
God bless him. Both of you guys, though, man, I gotta say, you guys are both dressed really sharp.
Guess how old I was?
You were always bigger for your age, so let me say that you're like 7.
8.
8.
Oh.
Good guessing.
Hey,
You
listen.
look thrilled to be there, by the way.
Yeah. He was already tough.
I hated pictures. So you haven't figured out left or right?
No, it's left, but I see it now. I just couldn't get a good like.
So I'm in
The
the blue
reflection.
suit, the
The
blue
reflection.
suit, or the gray suit.
Wait, do it again.
There you go.
The blue
Whoa.
or the tan?
The blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blue. Yeah, for sure.
And that is Papa Manning.
Papa Manning. We get to see
You know how I got this picture?
grandson.
So
How'd
you remember Pump Pass and Kick?
Yes. I'll trust me.
So when
Someone
you
in our
go-
chat does.
When you go through the different levels, like once you get locally, then you get to go and do halftime at one of your home team's games. And you get to go eat breakfast with them and you stay in the same hotel or whatever. That was that. Then you go to the regional. And that was in Tampa. And guess who I got to watch play? Eric
Tampa.
Metcalf's dad.
Oh,
Terry Metcalf.
was you obviously
He was
I'm
playing
sure
for the Cardinals and they were playing Tampa Bay.
Was Metcalf there? Did you guys have a talk later on? And he was like, I was actually there too.
No, because
All right.
Metcalf lived in Seattle, or he was either Seattle or Washington at the time, DC. So,
Heard.
Yeah.
Well, Leroy, who is dead to you? Is it also
I would say, as I get older,
You
as
tried
I get,
to deflect that so quickly.
what happened?
Stop.
Besides what?
Marcos and his weird beef and hatred toward these
I'm
people.
just listen. You guys are buying it. I know that he's draining her for all she has.
So what I would say is this, and as I get older, I've learned that the most dependable person you have in your life is yourself, and you can't depend on anybody else. And I get the way the game is tuned up against customers, as far as if you go to get a car fixed, you got to sign a release, you got to promise to pay, you got to do all these things. Some companies make you buy the part up front, right? And then they take their sweet time. I can't deal with people who are not dependable, right? I feel like every time I go into a deal or a store, I need to go in there with a lawyer with papers, a contract, because it's never gonna, if you call a pool guy and they tell you, hey, it's gonna be $150 to come out, we'll come out on Thursday, you paid $150, it's always gonna be next Tuesday. And it never, and I'm just tired of it. So to all you people out there who aren't dependable, you're dead to me. And I don't feel bad about saying bad things about you. You know who you are, right? And it don't cost nothing extra to be courteous and be dependable. It doesn't. Just do what you say you're going to do. It doesn't. And it could happen anywhere. It can happen at the workplace. It can happen when you go to the store. It can happen in a number of places. I'm tired of it. So if somebody were to come up to me, and I've known that I've had, a situation with you that you haven't been very reliable or dependable, and I don't care where it is, I'm going to tell them about themselves, and I'm not going to feel bad about it, because I'm tired of trying to be nice to people that don't give a damn about you. So that's who's dead to me.
You know what you got to do, Leroy? I had a similar experience, and I saw, not resolved it, but I felt a little bit better. You got to start leaving reviews. You got to get a Yelp going.
No.
I would trust your Yelp more than anyone.
Because you know what? Let me tell you. You want me to give you the response to that? Yeah. So say, Marcos, you leave a bad review to me. Yeah. And then Jennifer calls and says, I saw a couple of bad reviews. You got anything to say about that? Can't please everybody.
For sure. You know what? And at that
That's
point,
it. And then just move on.
For sure.
So, yeah,
but I would trust, like, for example, you remember the yellow books and stuff like that? We don't need that. We need a Leroy books. We need Leroy to tell us the truth. If I see a Leroy thing that says, yo, these people did that, I'm going to believe it. Whether or not they try to tell me. Remember the limo service? That was crazy.
Understand this. I want to pay for your service. I would rather it work out. That's why I'm choosing you. This is not, I'm paying on you, right? I'm paying you money so that it could go terribly wrong and I got to hunt you down. No.
Figgy, who is your dead to me candidate?
Well, my dead to me was going to be the closing of Gramps, because it's just all of these places from my past that I would love going to. They just keep closing. It's really sad. Like, I found out about another one a couple days ago too that I really wanted to go visit, and it closed last year. I had no idea.
Last year,
yeah.
Man,
clearly you haven't been there in a while.
Well, Leroy, my life changed pace, so I didn't go to that place for a while.
My life changed pace.
I would say
like that might be the first time I've ever heard that. Not I've made some adjustments in my life. I do different things now.
Well, that's true. I did that too.
The pace of my life has changed a little bit.
Pace of my life.
I just think personally that she's getting old and all these places are closing.
It's so sad. It's so sad because these all hold such great memories for me. So,
Well, Brittney, what is your dead to me candidate?
I might regret saying this story on air right now, but it's truly just the thing that is most glaring to me at the moment, and I have to share. The dress that I'm wearing right now is dead to me.
Oh, okay.
Everything knows.
Well,
It's a good thing.
Hey, don't you
about
need
that.
don't you need it to be alive until you get home?
Yeah, well,
That's the problem. That is the problem.
you know, as a right,
Wait, you didn't do a dry run, walk around the house and stuff?
No. This dress, I've worn this dress in New York City. Okay. And I'm sitting here and I sit down and I hear something rip. And I said,
oh.
Well, turns out my dress is all ripped in the back.
Moves over my hammy?
Oh,
Aren't you glad we have minutes left in this?
Yeah, I'm so glad.
After you read that information.
Hey, wait, she knew the deal. She said, I'm going to regret telling this story.
I said I was going to regret it. I mean, it's just, I know I was going to regret the story, but it's fine. And
I wondered why Jimmy was behind you for so long.
But you can't see anything. Because I have a cardigan. Thankfully, I had a cardigan I could wrap around my waist. But yeah, so my dress is completely ripped to the back. And the worst part about it is I can't go home after this. So I have to walk around with a dress covered by a cardigan for the rest of the day. And so yeah, this dress is dead to me. Amazon, figure your life out. I mean, I guess it's my fault for buying a dress off Amazon, but
hey, you could have got one from Temu.
it probably would have fallen off my body. So therefore, I guess Amazon was the best choice because at least I still have somewhat intact.
If you need dresses,
put in a promo closet just in case. And there's scissors on someone's desk so you can, cut
Hey,
it up to your
my
likeness.
deal is, you know what's also so convenient about buying from Amazon? If you try it on and it don't fit, and you can just return it and you bring it to Whole Foods or whatever, your money go right back in your account as soon as they scan it.
That's accountability, baby.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to go do some Amazon returns. Maybe I'll be like, hey, can I return this dress that ripped on me today? Thanks.
The one you're wearing, ma'am?
Yeah, first you're going to go home and change, right? First you're going to go home. First you're going to go home and change, right?
Change first, please. If that's
She
possible.
just said she can't go
I
home.
just said I can't go home and change. Those words just came out of my mouth.
So
if you see me out on the streets today, like you didn't see me, that wasn't me.
Pull the cardigan.
No, I'm just kidding. The cardigan's covering it for now. Hopefully it stays, we're good.
Brittney, don't risk it.
So I'm telling you, you're going to end up having that thing look like one of those hospital gowns.
No, it's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like already, though.
Leroy, it's exactly what it looks like right now.
Well, the good news is, in that building, it's Friday. Nobody's there.
Yeah, thankfully. So.
Well,
That's what's
ladies
good to
and
me.
gentlemen, it has been a pleasure to join you this week. Thank you
That
for
is
putting up with
probably
my
a story that
nonsense.
You knew you were going to get some.
Yeah, for sure. Miami Hurricanes, big game this weekend.
Yes.
We'll be tuned into it. Next
We
week,
got any action
Tobin
tonight?
returns.
We got anything tonight?
Let's see. I actually have the
Since I'm
slate
not
up.
going to be fixing my pool.
Friday, anything worth watching Friday? No ranked. We have Illinois versus Western Illinois. That's the only ranked team happening today. Michigan State at 7 p.m. if you want to watch them lose. Auburn takes on Baylor at 8 p.m. That's probably the only other thing I can. Oh, Colorado.
Yeah, neither
you
one of
can
those
see-
teams are ranked, right?
No. Post Dion, Colorado versus Georgia Tech at 8 p.m. But no, the only ranked team playing today is Illinois.
Wow, Illinois ranked.
I say the S because I'm cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that has been your show. We will catch you next week.
You want some of this? I got a tight ass. I don't see nobody walk around their house and say, look at my pretty cat.
I'll see y'all when I see y'all.